Hey, partner! Keep on rolling, baby! You know what time it is. Ladies and gentlemen, chocolate starfish, gonna keep on rolling, baby. I move in, I move out, hands up, no hands down. Back up, tell me what you gonna do now. Breathe in, no breathe out, hands up, no hands down. Back up, tell me what you gonna do now. Rollin', 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 rollin'. Keep rollin', 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 rollin'. Keep rollin', 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 rollin'. Keep rollin', 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 rollin'. Now I know you'll be loving this shit right here. L-I-F-A, let's get it started. People in the house, put the hands in the air. 'Cause if you don't care, then we don't care. 1, 2, 3 times 2 to the 6. Jones in your fix of that Limp Bizkit mix. Where the fuck you at, punk? Shut the fuck up and back the fuck up when we fuck this track up. Throw your hands up. I move in, I move out, hands up, no hands down. Back up. Tell me what you gonna do now. Breathe in, no breathe out, hands up, no hands down. Back up. Tell me what you gonna do now. Run. Come on. Yeah. You wanna mess with Limp Bizkit? You can't mess with Limp Bizkit because we get it on every day and every night. This platinum thing right here, yo, we're doing it all the time. So better get some of the beats, stand up, get some of the rhymes. We got the gang set, so not complain yet. 24/7, and we're begging for a raise check. Old school soldiers, busting at the hot shit. The rock shit, putting bells in the mosh pit. Throw your hands up. I move in, I move out, hands up, no hands down. Back up. Tell me what you gonna do now. Breathe in, no breathe out, hands up, no hands down. Back up. Tell me what you gonna do now. Run. Come on. Yeah. Hey ladies, hey fellas, and the people that don't give a fuck. All the lovers, all the haters, and all the people that gonna set us flyers. Hot mamas, pimp daddies, and all the people rolling up in caddies. Hey rockers, hip hoppers, and everybody all around the world. I move in, I move out, hands up, no hands down. Back up, tell me what you gonna do now. Breathe in, no breathe out, hands up, no hands down. Back up, tell me what you gonna do now. Rollin', 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 rollin'. Keep rollin', 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 rollin'. Keep rollin', 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 rollin'. Keep rollin', 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 rollin'. I move in, I move out, hands up, no hands down. Back up. Tell me what you gonna do now. Breathe in, no breathe out, hands up, no hands down. Back up. Tell me what you gonna do now. Keep rollin', 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 rollin'. Keep rollin', 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 rollin'. Keep rollin', 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 rollin'. Keep rollin', 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 rollin'.
Ladies and gentlemen, hopefully the sound of the Stang is not louder than I am tonight, like it was on Wednesday. Sorry, man, I don't drive a piece of shit. I'm not like Jesse who drives a Kia, okay? We got a lot of wrestling tonight, man. My brain is, I don't even know where to begin. On SmackDown, we got War Games officially announced for the ladies. Miss Jeopardy herself, Becky Lynch. She joins Team Bianca. It's a great job there, Paul. Let's get somebody in there that has absolutely nothing to do with this current version of Damage CTRL. Cody Rhodes. Isn't he a Raw superstar? Interesting how we showed up tonight on SmackDown to back up LA Knight. Some quality storytelling there, man. Santos Escobar. Loving it already, man. The heel turn is going to work out great for him. On Collision, what do we get on Collision? Miro versus Daniel Garcia, Buddy Matthews versus Wheeler Yuta, Dax Harwood versus Roosh. It's great. I'm not any more excited for Full Gear than I was on Wednesday, but thanks for coming. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we got a lot of wrestling to talk about tonight. Jesse is with me. If you got a problem with that, fuck off. We're going to the OTS venue tonight inside my mother's basement. And when I get there, I got one question for everybody on this Friday night. What the fuck are you guys drinking? See you over there.
Why has Triple H been so successful? Why is Triple H running WWE better than Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard on Monday and Friday night? Long-term booking.
Thank you so very much for joining me right here on Off the Script. This is your AEW Collision and Friday Night SmackDown post show for November 17th, 2023. I am your host, JD from New York. As always, coming to you live from the OTS venue. Thank you guys so very much for joining me on your Friday nights, wherever you may be. Joined by my special guest tonight, who is usually not on Friday nights, most normally on Wednesdays. Chi-Town Smart. Jesse, what's going on, man?
What's going on, bro? How you feel, man?
I feel good. I feel good, man. We had some Limp Bizkit cover in the open. I don't know if you heard that.
I saw that, man. It was I felt kind of weird because I was literally listening to that song about oh, I'm not gonna lie, maybe a couple of days ago, but I was listening to the good version, the version with Redman and Method Man and DMX. And the song, dude, you think I'm bullshitting. The song is absolutely fantastic. You just have to start the song about 2 minutes in.
Now I have never heard that cover. They actually did a cover with those guys.
Cover, it's a remix. It's not a cover, man. That's an actual remix. That's the best version of the song.
Is Fred Durst on it?
Yeah, but that's what I was getting ready to say. You have to zip forward about 2 minutes to get past Fred Durst's part. And then you get to Redman, Method Man, DMX, and dude, it's a man. Chat, tell him it's a banger, man. When you get past that guy, that clown's verse, the song is a hit, man.
Man, I'll go listen to that after the stream is over, man.
Bro, I'm talking, man. Redman, Method Man, DMX, dude, just.
Now I'm not too familiar with that cover.
Oh man, remix, not a cover. Different. You can't play it on the air because it's an actual remix.
Cover, remix is the same shit, man. Come on,
it is not. That's not the same thing. The song is absolutely terrible when it starts. When you get past Fred Durst's bullshit verse, that song becomes it slaps, bro. It fucking goes hard.
All right, I gotta go check that remix out. I didn't know that happened, but yeah, I mean, normally that song comes on my my Spotify playlist. On random, I have it in my best of. It's a banger song, man. It really is.
Yeah. Red meth, dude. New York hip hop, man. Dude, I love to talk shit and put Chicago over New York. I will not touch New York hip hop, bro. Royalty, man. Absolutely.
What happened with P Diddy today,
dude? Oh man, yeah, we gotta. I will, man. No, I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say. I had my suspicions about Diddy. I had my suspicions. I heard the rumors and all that stuff, but this shit makes it all confirmed for me.
I don't know. We're not here to talk about P Diddy.
Man,
we're not. I don't really give a shit what happens to P Diddy. We're here to talk about Friday Night SmackDown, and we're here to talk about AEW Collision. Now, what we're gonna do, being that Tony Khan needed to ruin all of our evenings with having Collision on a Friday night. Normally, nobody wants to watch it on a Saturday night. But I figured it would be a little better on a Friday night, going head-to-head with Friday Night SmackDown, a little bit more important going into Full Gear. I wasn't really all that impressed with Collision. I don't know what you thought about the show, Jesse. I know I actually to be here because it was a one-off Collision on a Friday night. I figured, you know what? Let's get the duo together. Let's talk some AEW on a Friday. There was 3 hours of AEW, 2 hours of SmackDown. I actually double dipped and watched both shows. I watched SmackDown on the TV and I watched Collision on my iPad.
There you go, man. I mean, this is the kind of stuff we was talking about over the summer, man. You get a good, the winter's coming in, not as much going on outside. You're hanging out in the house. Might want to sit and take in a Saturday evening of wrestling. It's not that big of a deal, man. Yeah. But all the time, especially during the warm days when you watch wrestling 5-6 times a week and you get to Saturday, it's kind of asking a lot sometimes, man.
Yeah, and it's going to be a long night tomorrow. Full Gear is going to be about 7 hours long, like it usually is. I know I'm embellishing. It's probably going to go from 8 to 12 like it usually does with that 1 hour, 0 hour pre-show, 5 hours of pro wrestling, and I'm going to be working all day, and there's going to be news, and it's just a lot, man. A lot with these AEW pay-per-views, and we're going to try and go over both of these shows the best that we can tonight. I'm going to do, just for the sake of everybody being in the chat at the same time, because I know you geeks, if I cover SmackDown, then the people that want WWE going to leave, and then the people that want AEW, if I cover AEW first, then the WWE people are going to leave. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this segment by segment. I'm going to take what happened on Collision first, and then we're going to talk about what happened first on SmackDown, man. So
Smart.
You guys are here for the entire fucking show. You ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, there you go. It looks like what we should be covering is last night's Wrestling Revolver show, man.
Yeah, man. It's funny. Shout out to Sami Callihan. I love Sami Callihan. Sammy's a fucking beast. And he that was his biggest show last night for Pro Wrestling Revolver. And I know you commented on something that happened at the show. I saw your tweet at like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning this morning. And the situation was Tony Schiavone said Tony Khan laid down the law, Swerve Strickland and Adam Page could not touch each other. Otherwise, A, they both be suspended. This was Wednesday during their face-off. They'd both be suspended, and the match would be canceled on Saturday at Full Gear. Jesse, what happened on Thursday night?
They beat the shit out of each other last night, man. I got stuff sent to me where they just had a knockdown, drag-out brawl. And, yeah, I poked some fun at TK and was like, hey, when's the suspensions coming, bruh? You know, but, I mean, the truth of the matter is Schiavone said, you know, these rules applied for tonight. He said, TK said, tonight, if you guys touch each other, you're suspended. I mean, which is weird because then it's like, well, any other day they can do it. And my God, they went to Wrestling and Revolver and had a pull-apart brawl.
Yeah.
The show was full of fucking AEW. Moxley showed up. The Hangman showed up, man. We got Masha Slamovich had a fantastic match with a dude. By the way, Masha is Impact talent, man, and Masha's
great. Masha's great. She's worked House of Glory. She was actually trained by the Amazing Red. I've called a few of her matches in Hog. She's fucking fantastic.
So good. Any televised promotion would be so lucky to have her. Yeah. Her and Killer Kelly are the Knockouts tag team champions. I've dubbed them world's sexiest tag team. They are so good.
Man,
they are so good.
Killer Kelly, man. She's got some low key fucking looks, man. You know, a lot of people don't think about Killer Kelly being, you know, a hottie, but
so good.
She's
so
there.
hot
She's
too,
there,
man.
Regardless, they're doing their thing. Yep. We had a lot of AEW talent on Wrestling Revolver on last night, Thursday night, and I didn't mind that because it was off of AEW television and, you know, Swerve was there. He was invited. Nobody expected Paige to be there. So it was a nice little thing. You know, it also could lead to potentially Sammy working for AEW eventually. You know, I was thinking about that last night. So, you know, congratulations to those guys and the team over at Pro Wrestling Revolver. Seemingly looks like they put on a good show. And a lot of people.
And this is Tony Khan supporting indie wrestling, man.
Yeah, there you go.
He sent them a lot of top tier talent to make that show great. And they also had Ronda Rousey in the house, which I'm told had a pretty damn good show, man.
Yeah, that was the next line of business I wanted to talk about. You know, this I don't know how long Ronda's going to be in the business. I don't know how long Ronda is going to be wrestling, how long she wants to continue doing this. I'm sure she just wants to help Marina Shafir get over. But a lot of fans and a lot of copy and paste virgins on social media, they will quickly be ousted because I already seen some people dig up tweets of these accounts. I'm not going to name names, you know, shitting on Ronda, calling her boring and vanilla and overrated. And now all of a sudden we get news of her wrestling on the indies. And there was news backstage from AEW tonight from WrestleVotes that Ronda was backstage during AEW Collision. No, Ronda's not going to be the announcement tomorrow night for Tony Khan. But a lot of these people, Jesse, are going to turn their feelings towards Ronda from negative to overwhelmingly positive now because she's not with WWE anymore, man. I'm sticking to my guns. I don't want to see Ronda on television anymore.
I didn't see what she brought to the table.
She was a little, you know what she brought to the table? She was a little bit more intense. She went in there. It didn't look like she was wrestling a scripted match. She just went in there and I'm sure Sammy told her, go in there and be Ronda Rousey. I'm gonna fucking care what you do.
So I'm gonna stick to my original assessment of Ronda, which was her first run in WWE was absolutely the best shit in her career. Yeah. And I'm told that she was back to year one form. So if that was the case, then that's great. Because outside of that, Ronda was not watchable.
No, what does that tell you about how the current landscape of WWE was when she was there? She probably had her feelings and her emotions about the sport destroyed. You know, how many times can you be told no for helping that division? She did help that division in her first run, and she was tremendous at it. The entire division was on her back. They brought her in there specifically to build the revolution of women's wrestling, and Ronda was at the forefront of that. The second time around, I don't know what the fuck they did. It was never the same. From day one, it was never the same.
Maybe she was overproduced. Maybe they messed with her too much. Maybe they got in her head. It could be so many different things, but it will never change the fact that year one Ronda was the only year where it was welcomed, it was entertaining, it was great shit, and it actually helped. Outside of that, it did nothing.
No, it didn't do anything. I don't think Ronda is joining AEW, guys. I don't think that Tony Khan is going to bring in Ronda. Ronda is not the announcement for tomorrow night either. She's not one of the best pro wrestlers in the world. Give me a break. Come on. I don't know who was running with this fucking news this afternoon. I'm like, give me a break with this shit. All rumors are leaning towards Will Ospreay. We still don't know. I'm very curious to know how Tony Khan finagled this deal when he's not a free agent, as reported from several sources, not till February 2024. But, there's no use in talking about that. It's Will Ospreay or Mercedes. So, it may be that we're going to end up getting both of them, but all signs point to Will Ospreay tomorrow night at Full Gear. So, we will cross that bridge when we get there tomorrow night. We got a lot to talk about tonight in form of SmackDown and Collision. We're not going to be going over Rampage because I didn't really watch the show outside the Christian Cage match, which was kind of predictable anyway against Trent Beretta. Outside that, I know MJF, some people in the chat, are saying he chose Samoa Joe as his partner for the Ring of Honor Tag Team title match. Great. Like, we didn't know that already. So, we will go over what happened on Collision and SmackDown, and I want to thank you guys very much for joining us here on your Friday night. We got 1,500 plus. Jesse and I think, are you going to be with me tomorrow night for Full Gear?
Yeah, man, I'll be here. My plan was to be here tomorrow night for Full Gear, man.
All right.
I'm here tonight because you asked me to, man, and I would absolutely love to be here. I see people wanting my thoughts on WWE. I don't watch the show, but I'll tell you I'll tell you guys what I'm gonna do tonight. I'm gonna give my opinion as an outsider looking in. So I'm gonna take what JD feeds me as far as what happened on the show and just give my thoughts of what an outsider would think about the segment as it came off to me.
Ronda is in. Jesse's gonna talk WWE today, no doubt about it. Someone said Ronda is in Ring of Honor. What? Ronda is in Ring of Honor. Ronda is in ROH.
Doing ROH stuff.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Bro, Ronda is in ROH. JD. Well, why is everybody saying this now? Did something happen?
Well, Rampage is over. So if they're still there, maybe they're taping some ROH stuff, and maybe she made an appearance. I don't know.
That's a possibility.
Yeah. So
maybe that's on social media. I think we will browse that. Someone sent me something. Who's this? May not agree. Oh, no, never mind. That's not that. I don't know. If Ronda's in Ring of Honor, whatever. I don't watch Ring of Honor. Who gives a shit? Who gives a fuck? I'm not watching Ring of Honor.
I'll tell you what,
now that Ronda's there.
But I'll tell you what, if she's gonna bring extra eyes to it and make it something interesting, if something starts happening on ROH because of Ronda, I'll get wind of it. And if it's that interesting, I'll check it out.
Yeah.
I'll check it out.
WrestleVotes did say I'm heard from several sources this evening that Ronda Rousey's backstage at Collision Dynamite dual taping. We'll see where this leads. Oh yeah, Ronda did show up. Ronda Rousey is in the ring at the Ring of Honor tapings right now. Look at that. Wrestle Purists. Someone took a picture of it and they retweeted it.
There you go. I'm looking at a very nasty spot from Rampage with Action Andrade and Roderick Strong. I'm really hoping this is a work. I'm really, really hoping this is a work because this is a nasty fall and they stopped the match and the ref is tending to him and everything else.
Attending to who?
Roddy.
Strong. No. It's like this angle's fucking doomed.
Again, he has that neck injury. That could be. I only got a clip. He sent it to both of us. It should be in your Twitter feed right now. I mean, maybe it's a part of the script, but it's a pretty nasty looking bump, and the ref stopped the pin sequence to take a look at him. So I don't know. Maybe it's a work. I don't know.
Guys, I don't know, man. I thought I had to retire the Ronda.
I think the good news is if she's showing up in ROH, she's absolutely 100% not the surprise for tomorrow. So no, there's no fucking hobbits. Hey, there was no hobbits on Jeopardy either.
Well, maybe if they asked her a Lord of the Rings question, man,
Lord
maybe
of
she
the
would have
Rings
got it
question.
right. I don't know.
Then she could have said, "Well, little hobbits." No, Poor Becky, man. She drew a goose egg on Jeopardy.
All
Man.
that's all that Irish whiskey, man. You know, killing those brain
Man.
cells. I don't know. Anyway,
Man.
listen, guys, thank you so very much for joining us tonight. Follow me and Jesse on social media, on X, at JDfromNY206, at Chi-Town Smark. Go follow us there. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for notifications. Make sure you guys are in the know. And please hit that thumbs up, man. It helps us in the algorithm. That's all that matters. Please do that. Super chats are open. I gotta give a round of applause here. We got somebody donating a bomb earlier. It's Zabdi with a $100 super chat. It would have been the perfect night for Jade Cargill to make a debut instead of Becky Lynch, in my opinion. Thank you for giving yourself to the IWC. You don't know how much we love and appreciate you. P.S. Make sure to hit the like button, everyone, so that your Coco Jumbo may grow 5 inches. Says, it's Abdi. Bro, do you want your Coco Jumbo to grow 5 inches?
I don't know what that means. I was gonna no sell it. So I'm not gonna judge WWE on when they debut Jade Cargill, because I would assume they have big plans for everything that involves Jade Cargill, from her debut to her storyline. So I'm assuming they have big plans already for Jade. Let's see what they do first, as opposed to just saying what they should have done. Let's see what they have in mind first.
Yeah.
They got plans. They're getting ready. I can see the rocket pack strapped to Jade's back from here, bro. They are about to get their money's worth.
Listen, man, if they don't follow what they need to do, man, that rocket pack is going to be out of gas pretty quickly, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Anyway, hit that thumbs up, guys. Algorithm helps us out when you hit the thumbs up. And make sure you guys get those super chats in. We will hang out at the end of the show, man. If you guys want to sit VIP with us, that's how you get in the VIP club. Super chats and become a member right here on OTS. Go follow everything that we do. Everything you need is on the channel. Videos, extras, live streams, and Jesse and I will be live tomorrow night for Full Gear. We're going to start with SmackDown because, to me, that's where the bread and butter is, and that's where we're going to start. AEW Collision, this is not their night, and we'll get to them after this. Let's start with the open of SmackDown. D-O-double-G. Oh, you didn't know? He was actually on the show tonight.
Was he really?
He was on commentary. Sat next to Michael Cole and Kevin Patrick. I hope Road Dogg takes Kevin Patrick's spot because Kevin Patrick sucks.
I don't remember Road Dogg being all that great on commentary, though.
Whatever. Road Dogg was great on the microphone.
Was he? Okay. He's good in the microphone, but
He's good as a pro.
I don't remember him being great on commentary.
I don't know, but Corey Graves is still out. He's at home on baby duty still, so he will be back when he is ready to come back. Road Dogg said Graves and Wade Barrett had a baby. I don't know if he was joking or not, or maybe it's a typo. I don't know. Carmella. I don't know. I think it was. I think he was joking around. He said Wade Barrett and Corey Graves had a baby. Cole or Patrick did not laugh at his attempt at a joke here. Whatever the case may be, Road Dogg is already making me wish he wasn't on commentary with this fucking lame humor. But out comes Damage CTRL. Speaking of humorous, Damage CTRL comes out, and they are now 5 deep. Jesse, we have Asuka, we have Io. We have Dakota Kai, Bayley, and Kairi Sane, the Pirate Princess. This is now the new Damage CTRL.
Bayley feels like the odd woman out in that group.
Bayley is going to be the odd woman out, and they are heavily teasing that Bayley is going to get exiled from Damage CTRL. Yes. Okay, so she was out there with all of her ladies, and she took credit for bringing Asuka to Damage CTRL. And called it one of the top moments in WWE history. Everything's a top moment in WWE history to these people.
Every week.
She said she's typically humble, but in this case, she was brilliant. She says they are playing chess, whereas everyone else is playing Candyland. I didn't like Candyland. I was more of a Monopoly guy. As Bayley left, what?
I remember my Candyland days. I used to torment my little sister playing Candyland.
Man, I don't know, man. Candyland, I was never into Candyland. I was Monopoly, Hungry Hippos, which was, I won't even get into it. There's somebody on the roster that loves that game in real life, but I will not say so.
Oh, my God.
What else? Operation and Rat Trap, if you guys remember Rat Trap.
That was too complicated for me. It was too
Come on, man.
You have to build the board and all that shit. Nah, fuck that, man.
That was great. Anyway, Bayley laughed at her own jokes. The rest of Damage Control were imitating Bayley. And Asuka said something in Japanese, and everyone laughed, and leaving Bayley feeling excluded. Bayley was like, well, what are you guys laughing about? I don't understand you. And Dakota was actually talking in this scared tone, and she told Bayley that, well, listen, we aren't the new Damage Control, Bayley, because we have not initiated Asuka into the group. So there's one of us here that's not in the group. Bayley was thinking that it was her because they thought, let's all snicker around and make fun of Bayley and let's kick her out of the group. Everybody, that's where they're going with this. Bayley's kind of clueless to what they're doing. As we all know, it's going to happen. You got these three fucking assassins here in Kairi, Asuka, and Io. They're not going to stand for Bayley's bullshit. The reason why these ladies are together is to get Bayley out of the group. So that's where this is going here. So they gave Asuka a t-shirt. She is now initiated in Damage Control. Asuka was happy. Bayley said she wants to celebrate. Dakota said Kairi thinks they should challenge Charlotte, Bianca, and Shotzi to find the partner and face them at War Games. So Dakota Kai will not be in War Games. She's not cleared to go, and it will be 4-on-4, whereas the men right now are 5, it looks like, with Drew McIntyre joining the Judgment Day, and it leaves a 5th to be found for Team Cody. So looks like we're going 5-on-5 for the men and 4-on-4 for the ladies. So Bayley pretended like she was thinking the same thing. Shotzi charged out. She came out with her tank. And then Charlotte and Belair joined in to beat up Damage Control. Eventually, Charlotte, Belair, and Shotzi stood at ringside, and all of the heels retreated. So I like the fact that we got War Games kind of officially announced here. Everybody knew where it was going to go. Bayley, the story is here, Jesse, that Bayley is being pushed out of Damage Control because EO is just sick and tired of her fucking antics and her games getting in the way of potentially costing her the Women's Championship. So she enlisted people that she trusts and she knows more than Bayley, and that's Asuka and Kairi Sane. And that's where they're going with this. So it looks like Bayley might be playing the role of Adam Copeland when Judgment Day kicked him out of the group here at War Games. That's where they're going with this.
Yeah, that sounds best, actually. And if Bayley is still a heel after all this time, it sounds to me it's time to get back to babyface Bayley.
Yeah.
It's been a while, and her heel run is, as far as I know, the last time I saw, she was, fantastic. She tries to live the gimmick so much, but her fans just love her too damn much.
Yeah.
Bayley is just so fucking awesome. But that group, it sounds to me like it would thrive with Dakota Kai serving as the new mouthpiece, and they don't need Bayley there anymore.
No. Yeah, I was thinking what they do with Dakota. I think Dakota probably is going to end up being a mouthpiece for them and stick with them. I was thinking maybe they move Dakota to Monday Night Raw and get her and Tegan Nox back together, but that would probably bring Dakota down a notch, honestly.
Maybe. I think maybe, well, I don't know if it bring it down, but it's something they've already done before, and this can be a better venture for this is them putting, a lot of responsibility in Dakota Kai's hands and seeing if she can step up to the plate, because those 3 women will dominate any match or any storyline, and they just need Dakota Kai to help sell what they're doing. So, yeah, Bayley can go on to do other shit. Bayley is so talented, dude. She doesn't need a stable. She helped them get to where they are. Her job is done. She can go do whatever Bayley needs to go do.
Yeah, I think EO leading a group that is called Damage Control is probably going to end up being a lot better than what we've seen with this current version of Damage Control.
Yeah.
So I like that, and also keep in mind. I will bring this up again when we get to later into SmackDown. You got EO, you got Asuka, and you got Kairi, who are together in the same group. 3 of the women's best. They're all Japanese. There's a reason why WWE is featuring Triple H, I should say, featuring foreign talent. And we'll get into that a little bit later, because Dragon Lee wrestled Axiom from NXT, and there's a reason why Dragon Lee is being featured as well on the show. It all has to do with what was in the news today. And like I said, it's a very interesting topic. We'll get there when we get there. Shifting over to Collision now. That's the way SmackDown started. Collision started off with Tony Schiavone in the ring, introducing the TNT champion, the patriarch of AEW, Christian Cage. Greatest TNT champion of all time. He's out there with Luchasaurus and Nick Wayne. Schiavone asks Christian Cage and his goons about their six-man tag team match tomorrow night at Full Gear. He then announced a four-way title match tonight with the winner facing Cage on Rampage. So a four-way number one contenders match, I should say, which would then lead to the winner getting a championship match at Christian Cage later on Rampage. Great. Nobody cares. Christian's not losing that title.
Nah.
Cage called Los Angeles a town full of plastic, phony people, and he said he would speak the truth. I don't really sense any lies there, so there you go. Christian Cage guaranteed that Sting would have his last match at Full Gear. Cage says he was sick of people calling Sting an icon. Cage then directed his attention to Ric Flair, who would be at ringside tomorrow night. Uh-oh, Jesse. The old man will be at ringside tomorrow. Will he be taking a Flair bump tomorrow? The likelihood is there. A chop. We may get a woo something.
Is he gonna have an all-out assault on his coat again or something, man?
I don't know. He may do that turnbuckle spot where he goes upside down and lands on the apron.
I saw something like it's something that said like Ric Flair was cleared for in-ring action. By who? Who? By a doctor?
By Doc
Who
Sampson.
cleared this guy?
Doc Sampson.
Cleared him
His own doctor cleared him.
for bumps.
I
This
think
guy
it's an
was on his
imaginary doctor. I
deathbed.
think it's an imaginary doctor.
He was literally on his deathbed, right?
This is the same guy that fucking went out to his last match, pissed drunk, and then went after the match to go grab the first thing that he saw, which was an alcoholic beverage. Oh, my goodness. Angel Alaga with a $100 super chat. Hi, JD. Great to see you and Jesse tonight. Also enjoyed Jesse's coverage of Impact yesterday and being a new subscriber of his.
Yes, he is. Front row, bruh.
Angel Alaga. Thank you, brother. Always love having Angel in the chat. Impact, man. Look at that, man. You're growing your Impact Legion.
Gotta love it, man. I mean, we're out there. The fans are out there. It's not that many of them. That's it.
Yeah.
But they're there. They're there.
Yeah, who's Ric Flair's doctor says Killalicious in the chat? Dr. Pepper.
That's dude. I mean, Dr. Feelgood? I mean, what?
Dr. Robotnik, man. Dr. Wiley. Who's this fucking doctor, man?
Dr. Evil?
Dr. Evil Genius.
Right. It makes me seriously like doubt the credibility of that very same doctor when they clear other wrestlers. Oh, you're clear for in-ring work. Oh, you fucking cleared Ric Flair too. What am I supposed to think about that?
Oh my God. Man, I tell you, man, if he takes a bump tomorrow, we got nobody but Tony Khan to blame. Nobody. Anyway, back to Christian Cage. Ric Flair is going to be there in Sting's corner. Cage said Adam Copeland would regret signing a contract with AEW after tomorrow night as the crowd chanting Copeland's name. Adam. Adam. Cage told Adam! Cage told Copeland that he was not the same person that he used to be. Cage says he was the patriarch of AEW. He ended the promo by telling Copeland that he would break his neck. Then he addressed the four-way TNT contenders match, contenders match later in the evening. Cage then referenced James Harden and called himself the System.
I don't know what that means.
Me neither. I don't watch basketball.
Okay.
I don't watch James Harden. I don't watch the NBA. But I do watch Christian Cage, and I thought Christian came off strong here. And starting the show off with Christian Cage over Damage Control, AEW 1, WWE 0. Not like I'm keeping score or anything.
Yeah, really.
But, I'm excited for that match. The thing is, and Jesse and I talked about this, and I know I talked about this with Drew as well on Tuesday, AEW, Tony Khan has to do one thing for this six-man tag team match tomorrow with Christian and Adam Copeland. Keep them away from each other as much as you can. I don't expect them to not cross paths at all in the match, but Don't give away too much because their one-on-one match needs to be special. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, good luck with that one, man.
Yeah. Lexi Nair. She was there with Ricky Starks and Big Bill. They weren't happy about a 4-way tag team title match at the pay-per-view, so they decided to change things up. So you know what they did, Jesse? They turned this match into a 4-way tag team title match. Boring, right?
Yeah.
Then you get that changed to a ladder match tomorrow night for the AEW Tag Team Championships. This is courtesy of a change made by Tony Khan himself. I mean, I guess it takes the match to must-see levels now, huh? Imagine Brody King in a ladder match, bro.
I'm kind of worried.
I'm kind of worried, too.
Kind of worried, dude. That's a big, scary motherfucker. Man.
That's. I don't know, man. I don't know what the fuck they're going to do there. Jesus Christ. But we will see what happens there. Fatal 4-way. The match obviously becomes a little bit more intriguing, a little bit more dangerous. You know, there's nothing wrong with some danger, but, you know, AEW, man, who's going to get dropped on their fucking neck and the back of their head tomorrow night? I'm sure we'll be keeping tally. We don't know psychology, though, so
we don't know.
We can't talk about that.
No. We need to educate ourselves a little more.
Yeah. Back over to SmackDown. Bianca Belair and Charlotte weren't thrilled with Shotzi charging out to the ring. I don't know why she's there. Who's the odd woman out here for War Games, man? We got Io, we got Kyrie, Asuka, Bayley, Charlotte, Bianca, and then we get Shotzi. Definitely odd woman out, man. I don't know how they're going to book and produce this War Games match, but they need to give her something important because she sticks out like a fucking sore thumb, and I'm not talking about her ridiculous haircut.
What are they doing with Shotzi these days?
Nothing. She's a jobber.
Heel, babyface?
Babyface.
Yeah. No alliances, not...
No, I mean, all of a sudden, now with Charlotte Flair.
Just for the sake of
War Games, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That doesn't sound
So, she apologized and said that she wants so badly to kick their butts. Belair said they need a partner. She looked at Charlotte and said she knows someone. In the background, Nick Aldis, he was there talking to Cody Rhodes. Then he walks in and says they need to secure a partner for War Games by the end of the night. Great. Like, we didn't know who the fuck that was going to be. Street Profits. Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins versus Butch and Ridge Holland versus Pretty Deadly, Elton Prince and Kit Wilson. This was a triple threat match. Winner earns a tag team title match against the Judgment Day, Finn Balor and Damian Priest. Now, this was fun for what it was. I didn't really care emotionally about any of these teams winning per se to get a title shot against the Judgment Day. But at the end of the day, the Street Profits were the only team to win this thing. The right decision because Bobby Lashley has groomed them as winners, and they should not come off as losers because we've already been through this already with them. So the Street Profits end up winning this triple threat match, and that's the story there. Bobby Lashley was watching backstage, and B-Fab continues to walk up to Bobby Lashley every week, chatted with him briefly. They cut away quickly. Nobody knows what their alliance is. Nobody knows what's going on, what's being discussed. So something is going on there. I don't know. Butch, he mistakenly kicked Ridge Holland, leading to the Street Profits hitting their finish on Holland for the win. After the match, Ridge Holland shoved Butch. So it looks like there's some trouble in paradise for the Brawling Brutes. And Sheamus is due to come back in a couple of weeks. He's advertised for SmackDown, I believe, next week. I don't know where they are. That's one day before Survivor Series. But Ridge Holland getting frustrated here with the Brawling Brutes continuing to be losers. Butch needs to go back to his name as Pete Dunne. I can't wait for him to
I was just
drop
ready
that
to say,
fucking
why
name.
is his name still Butch?
Let me at him!
Why is his name still Butch?
I don't know, man. Listen, man, you don't think after all these months seeing him as Butch that he's not ready for a marquee WrestleMania spotlight? Butch in the main event of WrestleMania.
I mean, he could have had it changed by now.
I don't know.
right?
What is Triple H waiting for? Vince is not even there anymore. Get with the program.
Maybe he enjoys it.
No, he cannot enjoy it. Butch. It worked in the Vince era. We digested it during the Vince era. Now it's time to shit that out and go back to the beginning. Come on. So, Rich Holland, I don't know. Listen, Rich Holland by himself, I can't see Rich Holland away from the Brawling Brutes. I don't even think he's interesting as a lone act. Like, why would you want to tease them breaking up or him being removed from the Brawling Brutes or leaving the Brawling Brutes? I don't know. But at the end of the day, the Street Profits win here. 11 minutes. They win with their finish. That Sky High Spine Buster and Neck Breaker combo there by Montez and Angelo Dawkins, who look fantastic, by the way. Angelo Dawkins looks incredible. Montez put on a lot of muscle. He looks fantastic. And they are getting a match against the Judgment Day. Two heel teams. I don't really know how this is going to work. Profits are heels, and now Judgment Day are heels. Who we cheering for?
That is a weird dynamic.
Yeah.
So I did hear about the heel turn for the Profits, and I think we talked about that via text a little bit a while back. How's that going with Bobby Lashley? And where's MVP? Why is MVP not brought in?
MVP has not been on television.
Is he done?
I don't know. Probably. I know he's an agent or a producer backstage, but he hasn't been on TV. Unless he's with the mighty you-know-who.
Is Lashley still working in ring?
Lashley worked Carlito last week, yeah.
Okay, so it's...
They don't have a name yet, though. The group does not have a name. Okay. They're just Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits.
Okay, all right.
They are not the Hurt Business. They are not nothing money related.
I tuned in to SmackDown for a few minutes, and I text you something about who was it? It was someone wanted to speak with Lashley on the side.
Yeah, BFAB.
BFAB. How did that go? What happened with that?
No explanation as to why she's now talking to Bobby Lashley for 3 weeks. No explanation. Couldn't even give you a fucking clue as to where it's going. Maybe she wants Bobby Lashley to go out with her on a date somewhere after the show's over. I don't know. BFAB is an attractive lady, man. I have no clue.
So, okay. So, have they teased anything else since that part with them?
No, nothing.
Okay, there we go.
There you go.
Kind of like
I wish I could tell everybody. Listen, man. You guys are probably like, well, are you the professional? I can't tell you. I don't know where the fuck it's going.
Kind of like Thunder Rosa going to talk to Poppy Khan, right? And,
yeah, that happened episode 1.
Yeah. Never saw her again.
Anyway. Backstage, Bianca Belair was chatting with Michin, Mia Yim. Maybe Mia Yim would be great on War Games. So what happened, Jesse? After that Damage CTRL attack Michin is now taken out of the equation. She's not going to be asked to be on Team Bianca. So the storyline here was Damage CTRL was attacking everybody that Team Bianca was talking to about potentially being the fourth. Wow, man. How long did it take you to come up with that storyline for the show, Triple H, huh?
Look, man, I mean, so this is all Triple H. There's no more Vince involved in creating.
No, we can't blame Vince anymore.
Maybe he has a plan?
I hope so. I don't know.
I don't know.
The announcers then go back to ringside, and they even reacted, and Michael Cole said, Damage CTRL wants to get rid of any potential partners. They want to get rid of any potential partners. So, there you go. That's the storyline there. Going over to AEW Collision. We got our first match on AEW Collision. Miro versus Daniel Garcia. This was actually pretty decent for the time that they were given. Now, the story here is Miro, every time somebody advances CJ Perry, Jesse.
Oh, what?
Every time someone is aligned with CJ Perry, Miro is going to destroy this individual.
Huh.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
It's almost like it's almost like CJ is building a monster from afar.
That's interesting.
I know.
That's interesting. What are your thoughts on this CJ Perry Miro situation in AEW, man?
Well, I figured that they would be paired together. It seemingly looks like we got some sort of long-term vision here, which I appreciate, number one. Number two, every time we see something like this, we are always reminded that Rusev was the cuck that popped out of a wedding cake and had to watch Lana marry Bobby Lashley while he jumped out of a wedding cake being cucked. And he had to watch Bobby Lashley in bed with his wife also getting cucked.
BBC.
So I don't know why we are now in a position once again to watch CJ with every other man but her husband. Is there something to that, Jesse? I don't know. It is very bizarre.
Now, I heard somewhere, that on pornographic websites, I've never been to them myself, ever. Never
Really now? Breaking news.
No, never been to a pornographic website.
Really? Are you sure about that, bro? Where's my fucking hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, Jesse has never watched porno. The weather in 10.
I heard that on these fictional websites that somehow exist somewhere, that there is a following of people who love watching their wives get involved with other men.
Really?
Now,
there is a pocket of the audience that likes to watch their wives with other men. So they willingly admit to being cucks, is what you're saying.
what?
They like cucking.
So, I don't know, but maybe, I'm not here to kink shame. Maybe some people are into that kind of thing.
Gotta be.
If you were a pro wrestler, on-screen talent, working with your significant other, would you enjoy seeing them in storylines with other men?
Bro, I am not Adam 22.
Okay.
I am not Sneeko.
Okay.
I am none of those people. I think I'm better than those guys.
Okay.
I am a man.
Okay.
I am not a cuck.
Oh, wow. I mean,
Yeah, it's amazing.
that's cucking, not clucking. Hey, don't fucking disrespect Clucky, all right? Ever.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is breaking news. JD is not a cock. Sports in 5.
Who is Adam 22?
He's got a porn star wife, Lena the Plug. He's a solid 5.5 out of 10.
Oh, that's the one. That's the one that like whored his
Bro,
wife out to somebody.
Yeah. Jason Love, this fucking large black pornographic actor, bro.
That was the guy.
Absolutely used and abused his wife. Lena the Plug is more used than your childhood baseball glove, bro.
Oh my God, dude. Man. Yeah, and that was and then what's his name tried to get in his wife too. The idiot football player that I forgot his name, but yeah.
I don't know.
Man, that sucks, man.
Yeah, it sucks, man.
Well, I guess she sucks.
Listen,
okay,
man, the power of social media, man. It's crazy, man. What's social media doing now? All right, we're getting off track here, man. Back to Miro. Miro, if he likes to be cucked, I don't know, man. It's up to Miro. I like Miro, man. I hope that's not the case, but
what a show. Antonio Brown. Yeah. Antonio Brown tried to get in there
cucked
after
Adam 22 as well?
Yeah, he tried to bang his wife, but then they got offended by it. Which is weird. How dare you? How dare you make social advancements at my wife like that? That you just okay. That was so weird.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
That was so weird.
People are fucking weird, man. I swear to Christ. I swear to God, man, what is wrong with the world? Really? What is wrong with you people?
Speaking
I got Dr. Evil Genius text me. Well, I didn't even look at my phone. Yeah, I died to say, look, I told you. Calling Adam 22, he says.
Speaking of weird people, man, I got one of your stands. Or is this your burner account?
Bro, I don't have burner accounts on Twitter, man. I have a life, okay?
Who is this guy that hates me so much, but he loves putting your balls all down his throat? Matt A.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Guys, this guy's great. Guys, this guy on Twitter, I'm gonna post this shit in the chat. This guy he's following 2 people on his entire account. 2 people. JD and Drew. That's it. He only replies to JD tweets, and he went out of his way to tell me that he don't want to watch tonight's show because I'm on it. True story.
Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Matt A is a cock. Traffic in 5.
There's a reason Britt Baker put me in my place. My takes are terrible. You'll never be on the level of JD and Drew. He typed this. He put this on the internet.
I don't know, man. Maybe he just doesn't like you.
I guess not, bro.
I'm going to tell you what they always tell me, man. If you don't have haters, you're not doing something right.
You're not doing something. I mean, he acts like I cooked his wife. He acts like I mirrored him or something, man.
I don't know, but Miro definitely mirrored Daniel Garcia, though. I'll tell you that. This was actually a decent match. Daniel Garcia, apparently, Jesse, says this is a contract year for him. He ain't going to WWE.
Man, where's he going? He ain't going.
Where's he going? Where's he gonna dance? Where's he gonna dance? He's gonna dance in NXT? I don't know. Maybe he'll fit down there. Yeah, listen, man. There's plenty of ladies down in NXT you could do that dance to, man. I want to see you dance in front of Nikita Lyons, man. Maybe you'll get somewhere there, man. I mean, you'll be a lucky guy there.
Yeah,
anyway,
maybe, man. Maybe.
Garcia fought his way out of a headlock, and he tried to chop Miro down while going to the knee. Garcia forced Miro into the corner with some punches and then a pair of running knees. Garcia hit I think he hit what looked to be very Bryan Danielson-esque knees. Miro came back with a jumping sidekick. Miro called for game over, but Garcia grabbed Miro's foot and got to his feet. Garcia then slapped Miro, hitting a back suplex. Garcia went to do the dance, but all of a sudden Matt Menard ran out and told him not to dance and focus. Miro went for a charge, but Garcia ran him into Matt Menard and rolled him up for near fall. Garcia locked on a crossface. Miro fought out of it. Garcia transitioned into the Dragon Slayer. Garcia leaned back onto the hold, which allowed Miro to grab Garcia's head and repeatedly slam it into the mat. Miro then finally locked on game over. And scored the referee stoppage. It wasn't even a tap out or anything. The referee just said, fuck this shit, it's over. Garcia passed out, and that was it. So a decent little match there. Miro continues to cuck all of CJ's clients. Andrade was backstage with CJ Perry, and Lexi Nair interviewed both of them. Andrade was happy with Perry's management style. I'm sure he is. Who wouldn't be? Perry announced that she had entered Andrade into the AEW Continental Classic, an announcement that caught Andrade off guard. After some words were whispered from CJ to Andrade, Andrade shook Perry's hand and said that he trusted her. So if Andrade wins this match, I'd be very curious to know what CJ whispered as a potential pot winning for Andrade winning this tournament, bro. I mean, that should give Andrade all the momentum, I should say, to win the tournament.
I think you need to get your mind out of the gutter. This is a professional relationship.
She whispered, "I'm hot and flexible."
Oh my God. Andrade probably said, "How am I supposed to get in that after Bobby Lashley, dude? You see how big that motherfucker is?"
And he's looking at CJ. How you know?
How you know?
I got mommy at home, Charlotte.
Bruh.
Sure.
Oh my God.
I trade Charlotte in for CJ fucking at the drop of a fucking penny. Come on.
Is that some weird, like, just swinger relationship going on here? We got Andrade and Charlotte.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Who knows? But listen, Andrade being announced for the Continental Classic is fucking fantastic. You and I just talked about this on Wednesday with the Continental Classic. We need to see pro wrestlers. Andrade and Bryan Danielson now make 2 of the 12 names announced for the Continental Classic. We're already starting off on the right foot. And you and I, Jesse, asked for some explanation for all the people. Tony Khan put Bryan Danielson in the tournament because he wants Bryan Danielson there. It's his last year. He's one of the best pro wrestlers on the face of the planet, maybe ever. And Andrade was given an explanation because CJ said that she negotiated with Tony Khan to get him in the tournament. There you go. That's all I asked for.
There you go.
We got 10 more of these to go, TK. 10 more of these to go.
And I think that's exactly what we said, too. I mean, either qualifying matches or an explanation how we got in. Apparently, CJ politicked, Andrade into the tournament. That's enough for me. It's fine.
That's it.
Let that play out into the tournament, into the story. That works, as opposed to just me waking up tomorrow morning to a tweet saying this match is going to happen in the tournament from Tony Khan.
Yeah.
We don't want that, man.
I like it. Andrade and Bryan Danielson, first 2 guys in the Continental Classic. Dragon Lee, he's on SmackDown now full-time. Made the jump from NXT. Dragon Lee was with Nick Aldis backstage, who's the GM of SmackDown, and he told Aldis that he wanted a chance to avenge what happened to Rey Mysterio. Aldis says he was bringing Axiom in from NXT, and he can showcase what he can do against him. So Dragon Lee mentioned Rey Mysterio. That's a nice little subtle tease there that Dragon Lee will be involved in the turf war when Rey Mysterio gets back from his knee injuries against Legado del Fantasma. So we will probably be getting some gang warfare there between those 2 sides as the LWO is on the shitter, on the rocks. But Dragon Lee...
Can they survive without Santos?
Who?
LWO?
No.
I didn't think so.
No. Dragon Lee was called up from NXT, and he's been featured pretty regularly. He's wrestled Cedric Alexander the last couple of weeks in some decent matches on TV. Tonight was probably his best TV match to date against Axiom. I'm very high on Axiom. I think Axiom is very good, and they had a banger TV match. I'm not going to lie. And this all goes to show you exactly what I said to you guys before. Keep in mind, I mentioned I was going to talk about this when the time was right on the show tonight. Coming out of that opening match, or the opening segment, I should say, with Damage CTRL, we got Io, we got Kyrie, and we got Asuka. WWE is doing a lot, Jesse, to feature foreign talent on their show. And Triple H, from what I see, I could be off, but I really haven't been off about this type of thing all year. There was a rumor today that Triple H and WWE are heavily invested in bringing in Kazuchika Okada.
Oh, come on.
Now, listen, I don't, and I'm going to talk about this tomorrow because I'm sure I'll have some content going up before Full Gear. I don't think that's going to happen personally. I don't think Okada is leaving New Japan. I think he will retire in New Japan. But Ticket Drew, Andrew Baydala, quote tweeted me and said, JD, he said, don't think that way, along those lines. Don't think that way. You never know. Now, he knows more than I do because he knows more people within than I do. But if he's saying that, there's got to be a reason why he's saying that. And then it made me click. It clicked tonight and when I was watching SmackDown. You see the Japanese ladies to open the show. You see Dragon Lee featured weekly. I honestly, Jesse, think that Triple H is trying to make good on the Japanese and the foreign talent, the Mexican talent on the show, where as good as anybody, that when Vince was there, he didn't give a rat's ass about these types of talents because they didn't speak English or they were too small or they were just not, the apple of his eye and they didn't fit his body type or whatever the case may be, whatever excuse. Triple H is trying to change that mentality, and he's trying to push these men and women on the show now because he wants to recruit an Okada and he wants to recruit a Julia, coming over from Stardom and Bushiroad and New Japan. And he wants to make it seem like this is a safe space for them to come and not go to AEW because, the old administration didn't do anything with his talent, and now he's trying to change that. But, You know, man, you know better than anybody. Like I said, it's not going to happen overnight. He's got a long way to go before he washes away that fucking Vince stink.
That and I understand that, you know, I'm hearing that Vince is out, but did they also get rid of Kevin Dunn?
No. Kevin Dunn's still there.
Kevin Dunn was also a huge proponent and not liking shooting foreigners because they didn't come off well on TV and the language barrier thing. That was a huge thing of Kevin Dunn.
I remember there was a report where he told people backstage that he hated Becky Lynch's accent.
Yeah.
That's just one. That's just one instance.
That's just one. I mean, I don't know how much pull Kevin Dunn still has these days. I don't know if Kevin Dunn is taking all of Vince McMahon's text messages and phone calls and trying to relay his agenda through Kevin Dunn. I don't know. But it does seem like, you know, WWE's style to push something on TV to try to get the agenda that they want, i.e. Jinder Mahal is champion because they were trying to get into the Indian market, things like that. You know, so I don't know. That's interesting, man.
I'll get to this this guy in the chat. I'm going to highlight this message here. Yeah, it's going to take a long time to wash away that stink. But yes, that's where Triple H is going with this. That's why Dragon Lee's been featured prominently. That's why they're chasing Julia and Okada. That's why they're pushing Nakamura on TV as strong as he's ever been pushed under Vince McMahon. And then you got the ladies that opened the show tonight, the new Damage CTRL. So, yeah, he's trying to change the way people look at foreign talent in WWE. And that's good on him. I appreciate the effort, but it's not going to happen overnight. Somebody in the chat said that Tony Khan paid for Joan Jett for Ronda Rousey. Where are you getting this news? I don't understand. Is Ronda Rousey with AEW? Why would he pay for the song if she's not with if she's not with AEW?
Hold on, listen.
Jesse's checking
because that's the music she came out to ROH. So yeah, he got the song.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
I'm listening to the clip right now. Yeah, she came out. She came out to her music in ROH tonight.
Is she going to be specifically with Ring of Honor?
She came out with Marina Shafir. I don't know. I don't know.
Man, I tell you right now, man, if she's on AEW television, this is a mistake. It's a mistake. It's a mistake. This is exactly what Drew and I talked about on Tuesday. How many ex-WWE stars are you going to bring in and continue to kill the identity of AEW?
Yeah.
Ronda's not needed. I don't know.
Yeah. I get it. And she's a big name, man.
She's a big name, but a name that doesn't have as much value as she did 5 years ago.
No, she does not. Is it your opportunity to try to capture that year one magic? You know, I put something up on Twitter earlier tonight, actually, and because somebody else, said, well, AEW is just all former WWE talent. At the end of the day, since WWE is literally the number one wrestling company on the planet, everyone you employ is going to be former WWE talent. You have a very, very small pool of people who are not, and those are the people you make homegrown and you build them up and you get there, yeah. But at the end of the day, they're all... WWF was formed. WWF was formed off of former talent from other promotions from the territories. They didn't have homegrown talent. They pilfered and stole talent from other companies to make their own company.
Somebody in the chat said it's going to be Athena versus Ronda at Final Battle.
Don't know that yet. I don't know. It's possible since she's showing up on ROH, but I don't know.
I don't know. That's ridiculous. The fuck did she do to earn a title shot?
She's Ronda.
Not that I give a fuck because I don't watch Ring of Honor, but
yeah. But if she's gonna be a regular, talent on Ring of Honor, it's only a matter of seconds before she's a regular talent on AEW television.
Of course. You don't think he's gonna get a fucking itch to put her on television?
Not even that. I don't know what he's paying her, but I'm sure it's enough to not pigeonhole her to ROH and put her ass on TV.
Yeah, I know that there's one outcome and one outcome only for that fucking match. If it is official, Athena needs to win.
She better win.
Imagine Ronda coming in and not doing anything to take a title off of Athena, who's been there all year working her ass off to build that title up.
She better win.
Oh, man. Holy shit. I think the fans will fucking be outraged beyond recognition there.
Maybe,
but anyway.
So, Trinity came in to Impact and was pretty much immediately graced the world title because she was the most popular, talent in the company as soon as she stepped foot in the door. And that was the reason for justifying it,
Yeah.
But Ronda, it's not the same. It's not the same beast. Ronda's not better than the women in AEW. Now, they're not being treated as well as they should be. But that being said, they have much better talent as far as female wrestlers go that should be pushed before Ronda Rousey.
Ronda has looked better on the indies than in WWE. Well, after this current run, I mean, you're really setting yourself for a low bar there, man. There's really nothing to compare.
She only had like one match, right? It was last night.
I mean, give it a rest already.
That was her only indie appearance, right? It was last night.
If I see anything good from Ronda, I will let you know. But I don't think Ronda should join AEW.
I think that's foregone, man. I think that's already a done deal from what I
mean, they're not just going to keep it to Ring of Honor. I'll tell you that right now.
Nah,
Tony Khan's a mark. He'll pay her whatever the fuck she wants.
Yeah. He already got her. Clearly he has her, so he can put her wherever he wants. Maybe he's testing the waters with this ROH appearance tonight.
Maybe.
And to me, this comes off with very little fanfare too. So he's not putting her up on a pedestal. He's not like, boom, Dynamite or Collision, debut, this, that. He low-key put her on ROH and pretty much said nothing about it.
That's a good point. That actually may make her a little bit more attractive to the people watching their show.
Yeah, he didn't make her a big deal. Christian Cage was made a bigger deal than this.
Yeah.
So...
Or maybe he's trying to rebuild the women's division. I don't know.
Slowly
maybe Ronda leads to Mercedes coming in, and maybe Athena moves over to Dynamite. I mean, they already got a stacked women's division. They just don't know how to fucking manage them.
I think I'm ready to pocket this Ronda situation in the boat of let's wait and see.
Yeah.
Let's see how it plays out. Because there's so many moving parts here. Let's see how it plays out. Let's see what else he has planned for. Let's see what he does with her. He could have made this a much bigger deal. And it's right up Tony Khan's alley to do something like that. But he didn't. He just kind of just threw her out there on ROH. Let's see where this goes. Let's see where it goes.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I mean, it's intriguing. If she's allowed to go out there and be balls to the wall Ronda against Athena, I mean, I may actually have to fucking buy the show, to be honest with you.
Let's check it out.
Anyway, let's get back to Dragon Lee and Axiom. This was a very, very good TV match between these two. I'm big on Axiom. I think he's really, really talented. Dragon Lee, that goes without saying. He is fucking awesome. He's going to be the successor to Rey Mysterio when Rey Mysterio is no longer able to do this anymore. Axiom left off the top rope, backflipped onto Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee took the match over, and Lee took Axiom down to the mat with a Spanish fly off the top rope. Axiom came back with a attempted Hurricane Rana. Lee reversed it into a Liger bomb. He goes for a cover, gets a 2 count. He went right at Axiom with a knee, and then his Operation Dragon finish for the 1, 2, 3. Excellent TV match between these two. I thought they worked very well together. They got 10 minutes. There was a commercial break in between. So maybe we got, I would say, about 6.5 minutes of TV time. Good stuff there. Dragon Lee and Axiom showcasing what luchadors can do. And I also said this, Jesse, and you and I talked about this several times. I've talked about this many times on my own as well. You see things like this, and Tony Khan loves his rent-a-lucha. If you could see that over there and Triple H is doing something like this that could rival anything that Tony Khan is doing. Tony Khan isn't really doing anything all that great, man. It's not the alternative anymore. AEW is not the one-stop shop to see that type of deal anymore. Triple H has got these guys going out there on Friday night doing that.
Yeah, so I'm very unfamiliar with Axiom. Very familiar with Dragon Lee, what Dragon Lee is capable of.
Yeah.
So for me to just give Dragon Lee, 10 minutes on TV, and go have a match with someone, that doesn't seem like anything out of, Dragon Lee's pocket of comfortability right there. He can do that. My question is, what are we doing with him? What are we doing with Dragon Lee? At the end of the day,
building him up.
at the end of the day, what's the plan for him? Is he aligned with someone? Is he just trying to get over through in-ring work? What are we doing to help get this guy over?
Mixture of things. He's trying to get over through in-ring work, and he's going to, I believe he's going to be aligned with Rey Mysterio when Rey Mysterio gets back, because he did say to Nick Aldis he wants to wrestle tonight, and he wants to do this in honor of Rey Mysterio because of what happened to Rey Mysterio last week. Santos turned on Rey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens there. All right. Rey Mysterio can get someone over. I mean, you got a luchador, put him with Rey Mysterio. That seems to be, the break glass in case of emergency,
Yeah.
style over there. Well, let's see what they do.
Back to Collision, Kings of the Black Throne. Brody King and Malachi Black defeated two of Dalton Castle's boys. This went 1 minute, and they hit Dante's Inferno for the win. Absolutely a waste of my time. Nothing more than a tune-up match for the ladder match, AEW Tag Team Title match at Full Gear.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Going back to SmackDown, we have Santos Escobar, which was probably the best thing of the night on both shows, in my honest opinion. I love Santos. Always loved Santos. I thought he was great in NXT. And now he's on his way to being just as good, if not better, here on SmackDown with his heel turn. So he's out there for an explanation. Finally, somebody that wants to explain their actions. I love it. Escobar said, "People warn you not to meet your heroes." He says he modeled his career after Rey, and he said he wanted the next generation to see him the way he sees Rey. "You became a father figure to me." Well, maybe you should ask Christian to be your father, Santos. He would never let you down.
Oh, my God. Dude.
Santos looked into the hard camera and told Rey that he made him feel at home. He said he realized that everything Dominic Mysterio said about him was correct. So now he's agreeing with Dominic Mysterio. He deserved to be United States champion, and he wanted to rebuild the LWO. He then said Rey brought in Carlito as a new member. Escobar spoke in Spanish and then said in English that they were supposed to be family. He called Carlito an outsider and said Rey favored Carlito over him. He said he knows Rey is watching him from the hospital bed. He says he knows he's in pain, and he said the pain he's feeling now should remind him of how he felt when Rey betrayed him. He said he hopes Rey's surgery goes bad and he never comes back. He called him selfish and no good. The rest of Legado came out, and one by one, Zelina came out, and she yelled at Escobar for saying what he said to Rey and how he was acting. He yelled at Zelina saying they were done. She slapped him very hard across the face and yelled some more, and then walked to the back, and she was crying. Joaquin Wilde and Cruz del Toro consoled Vega on the aisleway, and then they entered the ring yelling at Escobar. Escobar told them to get the hell out of here. "You're dead to me, and you both were dead weight to me. I never needed you." And Escobar, as they turned to leave, attacked both of them from behind, and Escobar's heel turn is finally complete. Carlito came out. Escobar quickly bailed. He jumped over the barricade via the timekeeper's area, and he ran away from the babyface Carlito here, and that's the way the segment came to a close. I thought this was great shit. I don't know who in the chat watched this and thought what they thought of it, but I thought this was fantastic stuff. Probably the best thing on both shows, and I was looking forward to this. He explained his actions. He explained why he hates Rey Mysterio now. The only thing I don't really get right now is why he's aligned by himself and not with Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wilde. I thought we were going to get Legado here, and clearly that's not going to happen, at least tonight. Not going to happen, not yet. But the heel turn is on its way, and Jesse, I know you are familiar with Santos Escobar and the work that he did with Legado in NXT. You can just imagine that now on the main roster, that heel Santos that we loved, now molded a few years older, feuding with Rey Mysterio going into WrestleMania, man. I think this is going to be a tremendous feud for him.
Did Rey Mysterio have clothes on?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
He was in a cast and he had a t-shirt on, yes.
It's good. It's good. Santos Escobar wants to mold the luchadors and into his vision.
Yeah.
Santos Escobar is a fucking national treasure, man.
That was his goal in NXT when he first came in.
He's so good. He's so good. I really hope they continue to push him. That guy's world champion material, man.
Yeah.
He is so good at what he does.
Yeah.
I don't mean beat Roman type material. I mean at the top of any normal company's, ladder. Santos Escobar is so good at what he does, man.
Yeah. Now, I have been paying attention to NXT, and I've been paying attention to social media because I follow Angel Garza on Twitter, and he hasn't really been hiding anything about what he really wants. I mean, I think Angel Garza, man, did they drop the ball on him. They moved him to the main roster, did nothing with him, then they moved him back down to NXT with Humberto Carrillo, and now he's starting to finally get his feet wet and finally start to find himself all over again after all these years wasted in the Vince McMahon era. But I don't know what happens now with Legado. Santos could very well show up with some new fucking people in the LWO or Legado, or maybe he just molds the LWO into his own image. I have no fucking idea what he wants to do. But honestly, the way that I could potentially see it playing out is if he attacked Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wilde, I could see Triple H bring up Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo again and pair them with Santos, a new group, a new vision, new direction, and Rey battles Santos with Dragon Lee and Carlito. Now, where does that leave Joaquin Wilde and Cruz del Toro? I don't really know, because I thought it was going to end up being Santos and the original Legado, Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wilde against Rey, Carlito, and Dragon Lee. So after the attack tonight, I don't know where their direction is, but WWE Triple H can swing either way here. What do you think about that, Jesse?
Angel Garza,
yeah,
and Humberto are back in NXT.
Yeah, they're a tag team down there.
Why are they a tag team down there, not a tag team on the main roster somewhere?
Maybe they wanted to get working. I don't know. There was nothing for them to do on the main roster.
There was nothing for them to do?
No.
There's no wrestling needed on the main roster?
Bro, Joaquin Wilde and Cruz del Toro aren't even being fully utilized on the main roster. What the fuck do you think Angel Garza and Humberto would be doing?
I don't know who those two clowns are, but I know Humberto and Garcia are money together, man. Garcia and Humberto are wrestling legacy. These guys have wrestling tradition in their family dating back for decades. You can't find anything for these guys to do. Angel Garza is a fucking charisma fucking magnet. You can't find anything for him to do?
I don't know. Maybe we should ask Bruce Pritchard and Vince McMahon. They didn't do anything with him. All we know is Santos is not going to be on his own. That much we know.
Santos can be on his own.
He can. But he's a heel. We all know heels are going to have backup and going to win dirty.
Yeah, dude, Garza and Korea are great, man. I don't know why they're being held to NXT. I don't know. I mean, I get that they probably ran stale on WWE TV, but I figured that would be because of the Vince McMahon era. Triple H can't find anything to do with Angel Garza?
Maybe this is his time, man. Triple H has always said that he wants to bring people up from NXT as long as there is a plan for them. Maybe he was waiting for this.
Okay. All right. I guess. I'm glad Carlito is back. Carlito is so good, man. He looks great. He's so good. How is he moving in the ring? I know he looks fantastic.
He's good. He's good. As long as he stays out of the ring with Bobby Lashley.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, because that match was not good last week.
Really?
And they changed his theme music. I'm sure you know.
Yeah, why did they do that? I don't know. That's not the most important of things, but Carlito being back, great shit. If nothing else, the guy has so much knowledge. I mean, he knows the business. The guy's legacy in this business, man. Carlito is a gem to have backstage to help mold your young luchadors and everything else, man. So
yeah,
it's awesome, man.
Going over to Collision. Shrimp Beretta, Brian Cage, Penta, and Commander. One of Tony Khan's favorites right now, Commander. It's on every fucking show. Commander Aziz.
Where's Commander Aziz?
I don't know. He got fired.
Oh, come on. What?
They released him, yeah.
What? They could have built a company around this guy.
He'll end up in AEW on Ring of Honor.
No, I was kidding. Stop. No.
Number one contenders match here for the TNT title. Winner gets Christian Cage on Rampage. This went 11 minutes. Trent wins in 11 minutes. And he gets the shot against Christian, which inevitably he lost. Penta hit Trent with a backstabber. He didn't fully hit the backstabber. Penta hit a destroyer on Commander. Sling blade on Cage. Finally, a Made in Japan on Trent for a 2 count. Penta went for a Fear Factor on Trent. That Cage broke up. Penta then focused on Commander and used him to catapult over the ropes onto Cage. Commander flew through the ropes and hit Penta, and then did his rope walk and missed a moonsault that Trent turned into the, what does he call that? Storm Zero, his finish. 1, 2, 3, and that was it.
Yeah.
He pinned Tony Khan's Rentalucha Commander. Commander's a Ring of Honor talent. He's on
Yes,
Dynamite.
he is.
Got more AEW time than fucking some AEW talent. It was a good match. Nice win for Trent. That ultimately meant nothing. It was just there to fill TV time. That's all it was. Christian's not losing the championship at all. It would be a mistake if he does. So Christian ended up beating Trent in what I thought was a decent match. And then after that, I didn't really give a shit about Rampage. I don't know. What'd you think of this? Fun, right?
I didn't watch any of Rampage because he told me we weren't going to cover it.
No, I wasn't watching. I never watch it. Just a waste of time. I don't know.
I mean, but it's live tonight. It's a go home show. I
Yeah,
figured
sure.
this would be a night to.
Strong Zero. Strong Zero. Sorry. Storm Zero, Strong Zero, same thing, man. It's the same fucking thing. Paul White. They showed clips of Paul White getting power slammed on top of the limousine. Yeah, I do it. No, I'm not gonna do it. Should I do it?
You already blocked me. How was everybody fucking hobbitses, dude?
I don't know.
Okay.
I love hobbits, man. You mean to tell me you don't watch The Hobbit, man? You don't think what it would be like to live in one of them little houses? No. You don't think it'd be cool to be friends with Gandalf the Grey?
Probably no. I haven't really
Sitting in one of those bars with Aragon, drinking a nice pint? No? Maybe it's just me. I don't know.
Yeah. Yep. You and your Pokemon reveals.
Who? What?
Guys, I got a super duper rare. I got a Ultra Pikachu. Tune in to more JD channel, guys.
Bro, shut your fucking mouth, okay? Fucking.
Look at this one. Shiny.
Anyway, they showed Paul White getting slammed by Powerhouse Hobbs. Hobbs and Don Callis were shown backstage with Lexi there. Callis said White was out and wouldn't come back. Hobbs said moving forward, anyone can get it. He's big, he's black, and anyone can get it, he said. Those are his words, not mine.
Okay.
He says he took out a living legend and a multi-time champion. Hobbs told White to stay away. Where is this leading to? Now he's taking out Paul White. What's next?
So
Goldberg?
it looks like Will Hobbs is now the official, unofficial strongest man in AEW now. You know, put over, made official by him eliminating Paul White. Is that where we're going now?
What was that? Goldberg coming in? What?
Oh my God! Please stop.
Goldberg versus Hobbs?
I took that as a positive from us getting Paul White in the ring. He was here to put Hobbs over as being the strongest guy in AEW. I mean, it's admirable. I mean, I guess. Yeah. Trying.
Listen, man, those were his words. They weren't my words. He said he was big, he was black, and jacked. I'm just reiterating what he said.
Saying he's not?
Is he lying?
I saw the guy up close and personal. He is definitely big, and I'm pretty sure he was definitely black, and he was jacked.
Wardlow. Another job match on Collision. Man, that's what I signed up for Friday night. Powerbomb, Swanton Bomb, and a last ride powerbomb. And then the referee stopped this match. Wardlow beats Evan Daniels. Who? Some jobber. Some jobber in LA. I don't know.
Where?
I don't know. Evan Daniels. That was it. He came, he left, goodbye. Nothing was said about Wardlow.
Ward who?
Roosh. He wrestled Dax Harwood one-on-one. We'll get to that. That was the next match. That was a great match, by the way. We'll get to that in a second. But we got Grayson Waller versus To the Moon. Cameron Grimes is back on television, man. And Grayson Waller beats Cameron Grimes in 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Waller wins with the... What does he do? He does that little roll and then the little... that little
How you put a Pokemon on the screen? I'm just now seeing it.
Jesus fucking Christ, that was like 7 minutes ago.
Maybe my live thing is behind. It is. There we go.
Grayson Waller wins with his little roll into the ring and that little flatliner move he does. 1, 2, 3, and that was it. Cameron Grimes, man, thanks for coming, man. What a fucking waste Cameron Grimes is in the main roster. Don't know what they're doing with Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. I'd love for them to get some tag team title shine, honestly. There's a nice babyface team. You know, this is what I envision, man. Cameron Grimes, you know, going after the United States title, build him up for a little bit. Maybe we get that next year. And then we get Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. Tag team title match against Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. I think that'd be nice. What do you think, chat? Or am I just fantasy booking here? I don't know.
I kind of had my I don't want to say doubts, but I was a little on the fence on if WWE would do right by Cameron Grimes on the main roster.
They have not.
I was kind of skeptical about that. I mean, because first off, they never really established his gimmick in NXT. They had a fantastic gimmick for him in NXT, but before they called him up, it seems like they shifted it and changed it and then called him up.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like, what are they going to do with him on the main roster? This shifted gimmick that, for me, was not as over as his original one was. And now here we are. So
you know who also is teetering on a main roster call up or has been drafted to free agency? Von Wagner.
Oh, yeah, they're gonna drop him for sure.
Baron Corbin's a free agent too.
He's on NXT, right?
Where's Odyssey Jones? Anybody know where he is? I keep asking about him. I don't know why.
Who?
Odyssey Jones?
Oh, wait, he was a part of the NIL program, right? Yeah. Okay. What about their superstar, the guy, the rapist that they promoted?
Gable Steveson.
Yeah, that's it.
He's been working the house show circuit.
Oh, okay. All
Off
right.
TV.
There we go.
So you can't hear the booze.
There you go. Money well spent.
Yeah. Damage Control. They beat up Zelina Vega. So Vega is not joining Team Bianca for War Games. They left, and Vega was being checked on by medical personnel. All right. Back over to Collision. Roosh, Dax Harwood. This was a great match. Ended in a no contest, though, because neither one of these guys could lose, being that they got a tag team title match on Saturday night. Ricky Starks and Big Bill were on commentary, and they did a decent job on commentary. Love Ricky Starks, love Big Bill. This was a hard-fought match, man. I don't know if there's anybody in AEW that works as stiff as Roosh. I don't. I mean, I would honestly be terrified if I had to wrestle Roosh. He is dangerous.
I can see that.
And Dax, I mean, I tell you, man, Dax was promoting this match. He's like, it's going to be a hard one, man. It's going to be a tough one.
Is Roosh stiffer than Athena, though?
Yeah.
Really?
I think so.
Stiffer than Willow Nightingale?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God, bro.
Yeah. I think Roosh is a harder fight than both of them, yeah. Anyway, they traded chops back and forth. Harwood's chest was bleeding from the chops of Roosh. Roosh sent Harwood into the corner, and then he went for the bull's horns before booting Harwood in the face. We go to commercial. Roosh landed 3 amigos for a near fall. Harwood hit a pair of German suplexes before Roosh turned him around and went for more chops. He then took Dax to the top rope, and Harwood chopped him down. Roosh then crotched Dax, hit a superplex for a near fall. More chops. Both men knocked each other down. Both men charged at each other with lariats. Then Roosh hit a back suplex for a near fall. Bunch of transitions here. Harwood caught Roosh with a pile driver for a near fall. Both men rolled to the floor where Roosh sent Harwood into the post. So Roosh, the typical prick that he is, he gets in Ricky Stark's face, who's sitting on commentary, shoved him with the headset on, and then spit on him. That's Roosh is an animal. So he gets back in the ring. He's setting up for his finish, the Bull's Horns. He's calling for it in the corner. Roosh went for it. Starks gets off commentary and runs into the ring and spears Roosh to call the match off and no contest. Looks like it should have been a DQ with Roosh winning the match, being that Starks speared Roosh. But they can't give the loss to Dax because he's got a tag team title match on Saturday night. So they called it a no contest. Big Bill gets in the ring and attacked Harwood. As Shivani announced this match is a no contest. All the participants in the ladder match then came out and brawled with Big Bill and Brody staring at each other, so they teased that for tomorrow night. They pulled out a ladder, and Dralistico and Cash Wheeler cut them off. Security and referees came down to break things up. Just a taste of what's going to happen tomorrow night. 8 guys in a ladder match. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Somebody's breaking a leg. Legitimately.
Yeah, it's gonna be a rough match, man.
Action Andrade was backstage with Lexi Nair, who went to give a medical update on Darius Martin after the Kingdom attack on him last week. The Kingdom and Roderick Strong entered, and they mocked Martin. And this fucking guy, man, Roderick Strong, you know how he yells at him? He yelled, "Action!" This fucking guy, man. When did Roddy become one of the most entertaining aspects in all of fucking pro wrestling, bro? Holy shit.
Oh, he's so good, man. He's just a hidden gem. You got to bring it out of him.
I saw a Twitter video today where he was on the basketball court in the wheelchair and the neck brace.
Bro.
He's playing basketball in the fucking wheelchair, man.
Who does this, man?
He's living the fucking gimmick, I tell you that.
He don't just do that with the cameras on. I told you guys when I ran into him in London, this guy is the real deal, man.
Strong said he would make Action Andretti his next victim. Okay. Back over to SmackDown. Paul Heyman, Jimmy Uso, and Solo Sikoa are in the ring. Heyman gloated about Solo beating Cena. He re-announced Solo as the winner of the match at Crown Jewel, even though we are now 2 weeks removed from Crown Jewel. He said the fans can boo, but they are about to cheer. He introduced John Cena, and the fans clearly didn't buy it. Some cheered. Heyman finished and said he is not here this evening. Heyman said Cena will never appear in the WWE ring again, thanks to Solo. Thanks for telling us he will, Paul. Heyman mocked what he said was a crying boy in the front row. Now, I don't really believe that fans were crying over John Cena not coming back ever, but maybe there was. I don't know. He said, John Cena, goodbye. He said that was Cena's cue. He says that's usually when the music starts and he starts singing John Cena's song, and song hits and he comes out and gives his 5 moves of doom, but the fans will never experience that again, and it's all because of Solo. Heyman said no one stays gone forever, but if Cena does come back, he'll target Solo. He said Cena, though, cannot communicate. He said that means he's not Cena anymore, and that's all because of Solo. Heyman says it would have been the greatest promo of his career if he just acknowledged the GOAT, but now he can't even say goodbye because Solo struck him in the throat. LA Knight's music played, and obviously everybody here in the ring, the Bloodline, got mad. Knight comes out, let me talk to you. Knight said the one cause and effect, Heyman hasn't mentioned, is that as good as Reigns has been, the only reason he's still champion today is because of the Bloodline. He said every fan knows that's a problem. LA Knight said everyone in the ring will fall until it's just Solo. He said first up is Jimmy. He said because he cost him the championship, he's been selected to pay the price. He called Heyman boss hog. Knight says he's giving Jimmy a first-class ticket to being stomped by LA Knight. Kevin Patrick says he's a man on a mission, and he's clearly targeting Roman Reigns, and he will take the Bloodline down one by one all by himself. Sure he will. Sure he will. Are we still on this thing? Are we still on this thing with LA Knight and Roman Reigns? I mean, for fucking Christ's sake, he's not winning the title. Why does anybody believe he's going to beat Roman Reigns?
So what is going on with the Bloodline storyline overall? Is it pretty much done now? They're just on to something else?
Zero.
Okay.
Cody Rhodes came out and helped LA Knight at the end of the show. I'll get to that in a little bit. But right now, it's just LA Knight and the Bloodline. LA Knight and the Bloodline without Roman. Now, what I thought, and I'll mention this here, I'll probably mention it again when we get to the Cody stuff. I thought AJ Styles was going to come out. I thought we were getting LA Knight and AJ Styles versus Solo Sikoa and Jimmy Uso at Survivor Series, which is fucking ridiculous. So lame. We just got that at Fastlane with John Cena. Same match. This is how you put LA Knight into the Survivor Series build? Right now, he doesn't have one fucking match at Survivor Series. Not one match. For either one of these guys. Solo, Jimmy, and LA Knight. What are we doing? And Roman's not even there.
So Roman's not even on the show.
Not even on the show.
I understand not wanting to overexpose Roman. I understand he gets a Brock Lesnar-ish schedule. But is there another underlining reason why Roman is not on the show? Is he dealing with nagging injuries? Is there something else going on? I mean, what?
I don't know, man. Apparently, it's in his contract. I mean, I've seen a statistic that he's defended the title last year 55 times, or he had 55 matches, I should say. Mm-hmm. This year, 11.
So he's a part-timer now, basically. He
is a part-timer.
That's weird. I mean, what are we doing? Are we transitioning to Hollywood? Is he busy doing other things? Or he's just sitting at home?
I don't know. Maybe his leukemia is back and this is a way to hide his leukemia. I don't know. I don't know. Is he injured?
Right. Look,
Roman will go down as the greatest champion ever. Yeah, it's great.
Look,
it's easy to do that when you don't fucking show up.
I can understand Roman not wrestling as much, but that doesn't mean that doesn't justify not being on the show. He can be on the show, in the ring, promos, backstage promos, things like this. Roman can be on the show, not wrestle, and still, get their money's worth.
And then the excuse is, oh, well, he's earned this spot. You wouldn't take this if you were him. Anybody in his position would take that. No fucking shit, Sherlock. Thanks for
coming. I'm talking about Roman taking it. I'm talking about WWE.
But this is the problem. He holds 2 championships on a brand where the United States Championship is also held by a part-timer. So what is there to fight for? Don't you think that him missing the show and WWE putting the United States title on a fucking YouTuber, don't you think that SmackDown, I don't know, is kind of boring at the top? Or am I wrong?
That's
Come on, man.
That's an issue.
It's a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That is an issue. I can deal with Roman not wrestling. If I'm, WWE management, you don't want to wrestle as much. You've put your body through hell and you've earned a spot. Yes, he's earned the ability to not wrestle as much. That is fine. But get your ass on the road and show up to these cities and get on TV and cut promos.
Yeah.
And be out there helping the company. Just be there. Roman being there helps the company. You can't sit at home and help the company, man.
Brock showed up more this year. Or when was it? This year? Brock showed up more this year than Roman Reigns did.
Yeah, that's not good. That's why I asked if there's an injury. Now, if there's an injury, if he's trying to recover from a leukemia episode or something like that, some of an importance, then scratch everything I just fucking said. But if this man is just sitting at home just because he can, that's poor management of Roman Reigns, his abilities and everything you've invested in him. He needs to show up and make these cities, man.
I don't know. He's not at Survivor Series right now. LA Knight doesn't have a match. Jimmy Uso doesn't have a match. Solo Sikoa doesn't have a match. I don't know. And listen, we're not even at the end of the show yet because Cody Rhodes came out to help LA Knight, and I don't know what the fuck they're doing there. But at the end of the day, at the end of the day, again, I was correct in booking the War Games match the way that I did because clearly they could have people from Raw show up on SmackDown on Raw if they just willingly just had Cody show up out of nowhere.
How many woes did we get?
We got 0 woes today.
What?
We got 0 woes.
What? How can we watch a show with no whoa?
There was no whoa.
Oh my! This is his first super chat, bro.
No, nothing. Is he? Who's this?
It's his first super chat.
Whoa! Oh my goodness! What are we doing here, man?
That's nice, man. That's what's up.
Gabe Williamson with a 99.99 super chat. Oh my goodness, Gabe, thank you so much, brother. Just joining the stream, finally was able to smash the pay it forward button to 2 of my 3 favorite podcasters. Cheers, guys. Roman has wrestled less than Sting, a part-timer in quasi-retirement in the last calendar year. So dumb.
Wow.
That was Gabe's first super chat, and he started the fucking super chat off, unbelievable, man, with a $100 super chat.
That's awesome, man. Thank you.
Thank you, Gabe. Happy to have you here, brother. And yes, Roman has wrestled less than Sting. It's fucking crazy, man.
That's embarrassing, man.
That is a ridiculous stat, honestly.
That is pretty bad.
Anyway, shifting gears over to Collision. Buddy Matthews defeated Wheeler Yuta. I mean, it's probably humanly impossible for Buddy Matthews to have a bad match.
Can't
have a bad match.
Nope.
It's fucking incredible. Now, that's the type of guy that should be in the Continental Classic. Him.
Yeah.
If Malachi's not in, Buddy Matthews should absolutely be in the Continental Classic. Calling it right now.
I want to see guys that can go. I don't want to see any sports entertaining.
I don't know if we've seen this match before. Have we seen this match before? Buddy Matthews versus Wheeler Yuta?
Oh, God, who knows, man?
I don't know.
Who knows? Possible. Well,
This was a great match.
Yeah.
This might have been better than the Dax match with Rouge. Matthews hit Yuta with a flurry of offense. Yuta came back with a big forearm. Yuta came back with more strikes before Matthews cut him off. Big knee. 2 straight of big strikes. And then Yuta came back with a German suplex for near fall. Yuta landed a super kick before hitting a dive to Matthews on the floor. Yuta hit the angle slam for a near fall. Both men went to the apron where Matthews sent Yuta into the post and suplexed him onto the top turnbuckle. Yuta booted Matthews repeatedly before splashing Matthews through the ropes for a near fall. Yuta went for the stomps. Matthews kicked his way free. Matthews hit a pair of head trap super kicks before hitting a power bomb and a curb stomp for the 1-2-3. Still showing that Seth Rollins influences Buddy Matthews. After the match, Matthews grabbed the chair to attack Wheeler Yuta, but Claudio ran him off. Claudio said if Matthews wanted the attention of the Blackpool Combat Club, he didn't have to hide in his spooky room to do it. Claudio challenged Buddy to a match at Full Gear unless Matthews had to ask Malachi first for permission. Ooh. We're getting Claudio versus Buddy Matthews at the fucking pay-per-view. I don't give a shit if the match has fucking a percentage of a build. I don't care. 0 build. Negative build. We're getting these 2 in the ring together. Sign me up.
Good shit, man.
Love it. Yes, I don't know who's listening from AEW. Buddy Matthews needs to be in the Continental Classic. Now that I said it, I can't unsee it.
Yeah.
Seriously. John Moxley and Orange Cassidy, we got words from them ahead of their championship match. The international title will be on the line tomorrow night. Looking forward to that. And yeah, we got all the build we needed from Dynamite. Moxley said everything you needed to. I don't know why we needed some extra here, but whatever. Then we go to SmackDown. Main event on SmackDown. Again, something that we've seen several times before. I'm not going to waste too much time on this. It was what happened at the end of the match that was the most important. LA Knight beats Jimmy Uso with the blunt force trauma. So Solo, at the end of the match, headed to the ring. Jimmy hit Knight from behind. It's 2-on-1. Solo gave Knight a Samoan spike. Michael Cole said Solo had orders from Roman Reigns. Sure he did. Solo cleared the table to put Knight on it, and all of a sudden, Cody Rhodes came out for the save.
With no woes?
No woes. He ran out there in a fucking 3-piece suit.
I don't get it.
Fans chanted Cody. Cody and LA Knight cleared the ringside area of the Bloodline, and they stood in the ring together as Cody's music played, and they were in and out. Segment came to a quick stop. So I asked this on social media. I'm like, what the fuck? Cody Rhodes, and people were like, oh yeah, JD, he was backstage talking to Nick Aldis. I'm sorry, man. I got to look at the fucking screen with a goddamn microscope. I could barely see Cody on the fucking show, but apparently he was there with Nick Aldis. I seen it after people screen capped it for me on Twitter. But we got no explanation as to why he was there. He wasn't on the show previously, earlier in the night. Don't know why he's out there helping LA Knight of all fucking people. He's got his problems with the Judgment Day, and now he's helping LA Knight on SmackDown with the Bloodline. Which story are we telling here? Are we telling the Judgment Day story and wrapping that up first and then going to the Bloodline? Or are we doing Bloodline first and then Judgment Day? Or are we just doing both of them at the same time? Now, if we're doing both of them at the same time, I don't know why we didn't have Bloodline and the Judgment Day merge together, join forces for War Games, so that Cody, Sammy, Jay, LA Knight, and Randy Orton could be the babyface team. Why does Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins need to be on the babyface and heel teams for War Games? Why aren't they getting a championship match on their own for the world title?
Who's in the Bloodline?
Jimmy and Solo. And then you do Finn, Damian, and JD McFish.
So that's it. These two, this tag team is the Bloodline.
Yeah.
So there's no more Bloodline.
Well, there is no Bloodline when Roman's not there. That's what I surmise.
So Roman's never there. So there's no more Bloodline.
No. But why is Cody helping LA Knight here?
Because he's a babyface. No reason other than that.
What are we doing here? Is LA Knight joining the War Games team? Probably not. Bloodline's not in the War Games.
Why wouldn't he? What else is he gonna do?
Why would you put LA Knight in the War Games match when he has nothing to do with the Bloodline, with Judgment Day?
Because he has nothing else to do for the pay-per-view. What else is he gonna do?
Whose fault is that?
Oh well, they gotta shoehorn him in somehow.
And I got the WWE elitists telling me, Triple H is trying to separate the brands, pal. Yeah, really? Cody's a Raw guy. Where was he tonight? He was on SmackDown.
With no woes?
With no woes and no build and no explanation.
They could have done the woes after the show ended. Maybe we just didn't see the woes.
I don't know. But it goes to show you, for everybody that wants to bitch and moan that I bitch and moan, I was correct in booking Survivor Series again. Sorry, folks. You get no yeet. No yeet.
No yeet?
No yeet.
No
might as well end SmackDown here. At the end of the show, Charlotte told Shotzi and Belair, I called her, but I don't know if she's going to make it in time. Oh, yeah, she'll make it in time, Android. She's in the fucking locker room.
Called who?
Called you-know-who. Miss Jeopardy.
Oh, but she probably got
0 for 62, Jeopardy.
Probably got that wrong.
Cody passed Aldis in the hallway and was worked up. Oh, yeah? What the fuck are you worked up about? Judgment Day's on the other show, pal. I don't know. Belair made her entrance. Shotzi came out, and Charlotte came out, and they are out there for the announcement of their teammate for War Games. So, Charlotte accepted the War Games challenge. Charlotte said she knows a thing or two about turning on a best friend. She said she's there, and there's a thin line between love and hate. She said if they're going to war, there's only one person that I'd want on my side. Damage CTRL's music played. Bayley said they know Charlotte is bluffing because they took out every girl they tried to recruit to be on their side. She said Charlotte, Shotzi, and Belair won't even make it to War Games or even out of the building tonight. So crowd started cheering, and then all of a sudden, Becky Lynch shows up in the ring. A big brawl broke out between everybody, and Becky is now the partner for Team Bianca in War Games. Charlotte leapt off the top rope and flipped towards Bayley. Obviously, with her moonsault, she absolutely botched it, completely overshot everybody, and everybody went down anyway. Typical Charlotte. Get rid of it. I don't know why she continues to do it. I don't. How much money you guys want to bet Charlotte does the moonsault off the top rope in the cage?
Don't she do it every match?
No. Charlotte's not going up to the fucking cage to do it in the War Games. Io's going to jump off the cage.
Io.
Kyrie's going to jump off the cage doing a insane elbow.
So for Survivor Series, we typically get a dramatic heel turn. Who's going to turn heel in dramatic fashion this year at Survivor Series? Bianca?
No, Bianca's not turning heel.
No, she needs to be fucking heel.
Yeah, I know. I agree. I think Bayley gets kicked out of Damage Control, and I think there is a huge rift between Judgment Day. I think Damian Priest and Finn Balor. Possible cash-in, maybe?
Weren't they already teasing that, though? Teasing a separation of a Judgment Day issue.
Yeah.
It's usually a dramatic surprise turn.
I don't think anybody's truly turning.
No?
Drew McIntyre just turned on Monday.
Okay, well that's too many. That would be too many turns in a short amount of time. Then.
Yeah. SmackDown was a thumbs down show, guys. I don't know what to tell you. I didn't really like SmackDown at all. I didn't really like Collision that much either, but Collision was a better show than SmackDown. Main event. We got Hikaru Shida and Chris Statlander defeating the Outcasts. This is Ruby Soho and Saraya. So they're playing up Ruby Soho and Angelo Parker for a budding romance here. During the match, Soho tagged Saraya and Statlander took Saraya down with a shoulder block. Saraya hit a running knee on Statlander as Julia Hart was watching from the backstage area, who's in the match. Sky Blue also watched on from backstage, and they showed these ladies watching on the monitor. Shida hit 10 punches in the corner before Soho yanked Shida down. We go to commercial break. We're back. Angelo Parker was watching on as Soho yanked Statlander off the apron. Shida hit enziguri to Saraya before tagging Statlander in, who ran wild on the Outcasts. Statlander hit a spinning suplex for a near fall. Soho went for Statlander into the barricade, where she noticed Angelo Parker wearing her merch. Nice. Soho hit a poison Rana on Statlander before Shida hit her with a missile dropkick. Shida and Saraya collided with dual cross bodies. Both ladies were down. Shida hit a knee on Soho to send her off of the apron before hitting Saraya with a running knee. Angelo Parker helped Solo on the floor while Saraya hit a cradle DDT for a near fall. Saraya went for a tag, but Soho was not there, and she was focused on Angelo Parker, who himself got taken out with a lariat from Statlander. Shida hit Saraya with a katana for the 1, 2, 3. Does any of this matter? Sheeta's not losing a match, and Statlander's not losing a match because they're both champions and they got both title matches on Saturday. Give me a break.
No, but I'll tell you this. This women's match came off a lot better tonight than the last few weeks of women's matches we've gotten on Dynamite.
Oh yeah, this was good.
This was a good match.
I don't know where they're going with Angelo Parker and Ruby Soho, but
it's something. It's story.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks that the only interesting story we got of this is a woman trying to deal with a male in a relationship type deal. But at this point, I'll take it.
Yeah. It's
something. The match was entertaining. It had some story inside of it that flowed and made sense. This was better than I've been asking and begging for something of interest in the women's division for the last 2 weeks. This match was interesting and it had some story behind it. I'll take it. I'll take it. It sucks, but I'll take this over what we've gotten.
Yeah. Let's see what we got here. Collision. I ended with an MJF sit down with Tony Schiavone. MJF immediately made fun of Schiavone before telling him he was just having fun. MJF talked about both of his title matches at Full Gear. He said he will defend the Ring of Honor Tag Team titles without Cole because he made a promise to Adam Cole. He says he would do whatever it takes to defend those titles to make sure they were still there when Cole got back. MJF then talked about the frustration he's had with Jay White stealing the world title. MJF said he and White are alike, and White is in many ways the parts MJF despises about himself. MJF said White stole the title trying to prove to himself that he was world title material. MJF told White he would lose at Full Gear because no one was on his level. So Schiavone ended his part of the interview saying that Full Gear would be a year to the day that he won the world title. MJF talked about the likelihood of his success being slim to none, but he liked the odds tomorrow at Full Gear when he defends both the Ring of Honor Tag Team titles and the AEW World title. And then, obviously, his partner is Samoa Joe. So, that is the end of Collision. I thought Collision was... Listen, I'm not really big on Collision. Ever since You Know Who left, Collision has not felt the same to me. So, it's just there. It just exists. It doesn't really differentiate itself from Dynamite. It's just Dynamite with fucking, different colors. That's all it is. And a different stage setup and a different opening theme. But as of the two shows tonight, I will say, Collision was a better show than SmackDown. By far.
I'll say this much. I didn't watch Collision when he was there. And it was not about...
Oh, man, I craved Collision when he was there.
No, it had nothing to do with him either. It was just wrestling on Saturdays.
Yeah.
He is not going to make me, hey, Dad, you want to go to this baseball game? Dad, you want to play? Or do you want to go out to dinner? No, son. No children, no family. I have to watch CM Punk on Saturday nights. He is not that important. No one is that important to me, man. So it has nothing to do with him. And the ratings for Rampage or for Collision weren't through the roof when he was there. It had nothing to do with him or who was on the show. It was just, there was just too much wrestling in the week. And Saturday night is just not a good night in the summertime for me to uphold what I'm doing to watch wrestling.
I think Collision is like part Dynamite, part Ring of Honor, and part Dark, honestly. When Punk was there, I feel like he had a direction for the show, and he wanted talent on the show that he wanted to be featured, and things just felt a little bit more organized. It's just all over the place now. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Just an update on what we talked about earlier with Roddy and having that very scary spot. I went back and pulled up the show and watched it through. So they stopped the match. The ref stopped the match to check on Roddy because the spot looked a little sus. They checked him. Samson came in, checked him, and they did continue the match. They did go home soon after, but Roddy appeared to be okay. So,
well, that's good news. We don't need anything happening to Roderick Strong.
Yeah, and he posted something about it on Twitter, and the crowd, man, Roddy's getting fucking straight up babyface cheers in this crowd.
Listen, man, you put the work in, you're gonna get your reactions. Roddy's killing it.
Man, dude. Ooh.
Guys, thank you so very much, man. I hope you enjoyed this duel review. I was not thinking about doing this, but I'm glad that I did, man. We had over 2,000 people in here. Appreciate you. I'm glad Jesse ended up joining us tonight. It was a very entertaining show. Had a good time.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's a little struggle watching both shows because my attention's not where it needs to be at all times, but I think we managed tonight for sure.
Yeah, I like it.
But thank you guys very much, man. Please hit that thumbs up. Let's try for 1,000 likes, man. We had over 2,000 in here. There's 767 likes. If we can hit 1,000, man, it would mean a lot to me because it truly helps us out in the algorithm. Do that for me. Hit that thumbs up. We got some super chats to get into. We're going to do that now. If you want to get them on in, you still can. It's last call. Memberships, they're open. Follow me and Jesse on social media at JDfromNY206. I'm on X, Instagram, TikTok, and Cameo. Jesse's on X at Chi-Town Smart. Go follow him on YouTube as well. He covers Impact Weekly every Thursday. Same at Chi-Town Smart on YouTube. And make sure you guys go check out all the other content. Jesse and I will be live tomorrow night for AEW Full Gear, not Collision. Collision was tonight. Full Gear tomorrow night. And I may or may not be live in the afternoon, man. I'm going to try and hit up Drew and see if he wants to go live with OTS Live. We got a lot of news to cover. So he asked me to go live this afternoon. I could not because I was at the gym. So maybe we do that tomorrow night. Special Saturday afternoon TNT for you guys. So stay tuned for the socials for that. Let's run through these super chats. Michelle with a 2. Word to Papa H next week. Add the Bloodline to War Games. I wish. Maybe too late for that. Beyond the Script with a $4.99. JD, I really appreciate the kindness from you and Jesse. Didn't know I was that cared about. I really appreciate your streams. Love OTS. Always number one. Just get yourself right, brother. Worry about your family. We're always going to be here, man.
Who's it?
Beyond the Script.
Oh, yeah. Beyond the Script, man. Make sure, yeah. Hope everything works out for you, brother.
It's Zabdi. Thank you again, brother, for the $100 super chat. Always appreciate you being in the venue tonight. MGM Ballin. I don't like hearing this balling with a $4.99. Had an awful week. Honestly, broke down in tears today after work. OTS always puts me in a better mood, so thank you always, JD. Much love. You know, man, I have those weeks too. Everybody has those weeks.
Sucks, man.
It's all right, bro. But
hang in there, bro. We here.
We're here, and hopefully you found some entertainment, some laughs tonight in the show, man. Nickname My with a $2 super chat. Rampage actually was more important than Collision. Well, I don't know. I didn't watch. Ali with a $4.99. Hey, JD, will we still get Jade Cargill at Survivor Series, or will it be a traditional 4-on-4? Ali, Jade will not be at Survivor Series, maybe in a backstage segment or a mention on commentary, or she'll pop out of a limousine somewhere wearing no clothing at all. Or a traditional 4. What are you talking about, bro? We're getting War Games.
Maybe was that the female that Charlotte was referring to that she called?
No. It was Becky all along.
It was Becky all.
Yeah. MGM Baldwin with a $4.99 wrote that chat before I found out Jesse is here too. Shout out to him too, man. Both of y'all keep me entertained and distracted from my bullshit. There you go. Tone Mooney with a $10 super chat. JD and Jesse, did you guys check out that URL wrestling rap battle with Charlie Clips versus DNA? Epic bars and punchlines. Always great tuning into OTS. Keep up the great work, fellas. No.
Not familiar.
Where did you send this URL, bro? I don't watch rap battles.
Not familiar.
I watch epic rap battles. You know that YouTube channel?
Yeah, that's pretty good stuff, man.
Stallions Production, $1.99. Goldberg was at LAX and AEW Hotel. A pick is out. Uh-oh.
Don't matter. I mean, best wrestlers in the world, respected by, but no, don't matter. Nope.
Maybe he's a fan of what football team is out in Los Angeles? The Rams?
Yeah, I don't.
Maybe he's a Rams fan.
I don't know what this, dude. There's an obsession by wrestling fans and in the wrestling community with wrestlers who are not currently on TV. So it doesn't matter. I mean, so Goldberg, people are Goldberg, everything Punk. It must be Punk. It must be. If he's not on TV, everyone wants to fantasy book them being on TV. That's all they think about. They think about the wrestlers they can't have.
Stallion, thank you, brother. Rathuel with a $2 super chat. Kevin P, better be thank you God he's still employed. Kevin P? Who's Kevin P? I don't know who Kevin P is, bro. Golden Boy with a $2 super chat. The Roddy spot was bad, but the match was finished.
Yeah, they continued the match.
Lakefront Studios with a $10 super chat. EO kicking out Bailey and taking control of Damage CTRL is eerily similar to The Rock kicking Farouk out of the Nation of Domination back in the day. Hey, it's coming. Whatever. Can't wait to see it. Bailey should be a babyface. Angel, thank you for the $100 super chat again, brother. Always appreciate you being here tonight in my mother's basement. R3 Deep with a 7 in super chat. He says, I never knew Master P owned House of Glory. Here's a little spoiler, Deep. He never did.
Does he still own it?
No, he owns nothing.
Okay.
Hero with a $10 super chat. What a weird SmackDown. Cody showing up when he's not supposed to. Becky showing up when she's not supposed to. Nick Aldis now banning Damage CTRL from the arena for attacking people. Don't know what to tell you, brother. Don't know what to tell you. No explanation from Cody. Maybe we get it on Monday. Will Chisholm with a 5. We know Tony going to run back Ronda versus Mercedes Moné. I don't know, man. I thought they did a great match at the Royal Rumble all those years back. I thought that was a fun match.
Yeah, it was a good match.
Jason with a $5 super chat. Banging Charlotte Flair is akin to a woodpecker poking around a tree.
Oh my God. What the hell?
Oh my God, man. Jason. Thank you so much for a $5 super chat, bro. D Bastardo. $5 super chat. Fellas, I'm entering myself into the Cadillac Classic and declaring myself for the Rumble. Wrestle to get in and make it important. I need creativity. What the fuck is the Cadillac Classic, bro? We talking about cars? It's the Continental Classic.
Cadillac. Lincoln Continental. Cadillac. Okay, I think I see what he did there.
Or maybe he meant it that way. I don't know. Bestara, you're a crazy motherfucker, bro. The Bastard 97 with a 499. Great match between Axiom and Dragon Lee. You think Triple H will bring back the World Cup? Also, great stream from JD the GOAT, the motherfucking ace. Thank you, Bastard. I'd love to see a World Cup. Now that Triple H is in charge, maybe we get some importance and prestige with the King of the Ring returning next year. Maybe.
Or the Cruiserweight Classic.
Or the Cruiserweight Classic. I don't think the Cruiserweight title's ever coming back. They did that shit so dirty. Ridiculous. Yeah. Don Fanucci with a $5 super chat. Thank you, JD, for all that you do for us. Been listening to you ever since you had that picture of Sephiroth in the background. I still do, brother. It's in Atlantic City. You just don't see it. Speaking of RPGs, I just got... It's going to get blurred out because of the green screen and the yellow, but I just got Super Mario RPG. Yeah. And I also bought this, too.
I'm not gonna see it for another 15, 20 seconds.
The PlayStation Portal.
I saw that. What? Don't you have 2 screens on your computer setup?
Yeah.
So, can't you play PlayStation on one screen and watch whatever you want on the other?
Yeah.
That's why I'm not getting a Portal.
This is for when I need to lay in bed and I need to raid, or if I'm watching SmackDown like tonight and the show sucks, I don't have to be in my office to watch SmackDown. I watch SmackDown in the living room.
Okay. And how much was it? and that's the point I'm trying to make. For that much money?
$200.
It was it wasn't $200. How much was it really?
$200.
It's only $200?
$199, yeah. And you know what? It sold out.
Okay, I guess it's not the worst. I thought it was like $500 or $600.
I can play on the couch and watch WWE while fucking doing nightfalls. It's great.
Do Destiny. I mean,
yeah.
Okay. I mean, I get it'd be worth a lot more if it had Wi-Fi capability.
Yeah. Don Fanucci, thank you, brother. Clone Force with a 499. Paul White getting slammed onto a car by Hobbs. Be like Peter tripping and falling down the stairs from Family Guy. I love Family Guy. Old Family Guy, where it was crude and just fucking offensive.
It's just
where now it pisses people off. Good. Clone Force, thank you, brother. Jose Perez with a 499. Hey guys, nice to see Jesse on Friday. Hope it is not a one-off. It is. You two are hilarious. Santos and Ray could potentially steal the show at Mania. OTS for life.
But according to this guy, Matt A, I am just the absolute worst. This guy follows JD and Drew only.
Is this the guy that I replied to? Let me see. Yeah, Matt A. Yeah.
He only replies to your tweets.
Yeah, I said to him, you ain't a fan of my work then if you're letting one man deter you from watching what I do.
Did you see my Shawn Michaels
Then he says, no, I did not see that. Then he says, I like you, JD. I enjoy all your shows when it's just you and when it's Andrew. Jesse, I get he's your friend, but he really brings your shows down with his whining and constantly being biased.
I'm biased, you guys.
Bro, his at is laying the SmackDown. Laying _the_SD.
Yeah, it is. This guy, he only follows you and Drew. He made the account last month or September.
Yeah.
This has got to be your burner.
Bro, I don't have time to make a burner, bro.
Is it Drew's burner?
It may be. Listen, I'll talk to him.
Is it Drew's burner? He comes on here and dude, go to my tweets and look at I gotta try to find it.
I don't know.
I posted the Shawn Michaels gift to that very tweet you just read.
I don't know. Jose, thank you, brother. Sean Rage here with a 20. What's up, JD and Jesse? Would TK have to buy out Ospreay's contract to announce him tomorrow? Also, I think WWF Cody and LA Knight in the ring was a red herring to try and throw people off Randy. Also, Big Black and jacked. Yeah. It could be a red herring, for sure. But I think everybody knows Randy's coming. And then you know, I heard New Japan gave Will Ospreay his blessing to go negotiate with whoever he wants. So, I mean, if he negotiated with Tony Khan, the thing with Will Ospreay is I find it funny how Tony Khan is probably throwing way more money at Will Ospreay than he really should be throwing at him, just to keep him away from WWE.
Yeah.
He's
got to buy out his current deal.
Yep.
And then negotiate the deal going forward, because otherwise he only has until February.
Yeah, you don't think Tony Khan reads all the rumors going on? Come on. You don't think he sees everyone talking? You don't think he's heard me say constantly that I think Will Ospreay would be better served in WWE? That man went and signed this man to a multi-year deal, and he's going to end up retiring in AEW. Fuck out of here.
Right. Wait a minute. This dude changed his name, bro.
Who? Matt A?
Matt A. It was You Can't See Me.
So now it's laying the SmackDown.
It was You Can't See Me tonight, earlier tonight. He changed it. He just, dude, this is somebody's burner.
This is not, I don't know who this is, bro.
This is somebody's burner. Look at this. Look, there's my tweet. I just put it back in the chat again.
Sean Ray J, thank you for the $20 super chat, brother. Gabe, thank you again, man, for the $100 super chat. Love you, appreciate you. Theme parks and things with Johnny, $5 super chat. Remember when Buddy Matthews took Roman to the limit? Yeah, that was great. We all thought that was going to be a push for Buddy. Oh, yeah, sure, right. Johnny with a new membership. Thank you, Johnny. What the fuck are you drinking, Johnny? AJ with a $9.99. JD and Jesse, my guys, hope you are doing well. Looking forward to Full Gear tomorrow. Should be a great show. Also looking forward to Survivor Series next weekend as well. OTS for life. Thank you, AJ. Yeah, he changed
his handle.
I don't know.
Mid fucking hate. Mid haterism. Changed his handle from You Can't See Me to laying the SmackDown.
I don't know.
To only loving all JD tweets. Look, man, let me tell you something. I love you as a brother.
What is this? He changed his ad again?
No. He changed it, just once tonight. I love you like a brother. There's no way I would make an account just to go around and stroke your fucking balls on every tweet.
Bro, I don't know who this. I swear on my grandfather's tomb, bro. I don't know who this is. He likes all my tweets?
He goes around and just backs everything you say. And then he says, oh, Jesse's not as good as JD and Drew. Dude, this is so good. This is great shit. Hold on. This is somebody's burner, man. Call up Drew. Get Drew in the fucking line.
Oh, he liked this tweet. First Take has pushed 900K viewers several times since Shannon Sharp joined forces with Stephen A. Smith. The soaring viewership is crushing Skip Bayless, undisputed.
Whose tweet is that?
Matt A. He liked the tweet.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, if you go to his weird, lame-ass profile, he goes up and down all of your tweets and just, JD says, pull up his likes. JD is this, like you're right. This is that. He's negative and condescending in every last single tweet that
he's listening to the show. Sean Ray J said he deleted it. He deleted his account.
He did. He deleted the account. He did. Yep. He deleted the account because all his other tweets and shit are gone.
I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. Some funny fucking people out there, man. TM28 and Drew's not watching the show because Drew's in bed.
No, they're here. No, his tweets are still here.
Yeah.
His tweets are still here.
TM28, $5 super chat. JD, did you see the advantage for the women's War Games match will be done via a sponsored poll? What? We're getting the War Games women's advantage via a poll? Who the fuck is voting? Johnny, 7 months. 7 months flown by. Feels like Y Day when I found your channel. Yesterday. Speaking in fucking tongues over here, Johnny. While searching for a cure for my blindness after witnessing the worst Raw after Mania ever. Yeah. Gabe becomes a new membership. Thank you for the 100 and a new membership, Gabe. What the fuck are you drinking tonight, Gabe? Hopefully it's ice cold. Love Lie with a 199. Or Lovely. Lovely, Love Lie. Thanks for putting me onto Blackbird. Amazing song. Best musical composition ever. Delightful entertainment with a 199. Why is Cody on SmackDown? None of this makes sense. Fuck do I know. J Ray with a $10 super chat. I stated Wednesday, let's not hold on to the narrative that everything needs to make logical sense relating to the devil. So if not Punk, then who exactly would satisfy everyone's curiosity? Adam Cole.
Adam Cole.
The Cake with a $2 super chat to Ring of Honor, Ronda. Basic with 8 months. Great show as always, JD. I picked a Mario RPG today. Cheers to the old school made new. I can't wait to play it. Tyler with a $1.99. What if the signing for AEW tomorrow is Goldberg? Tyler, Goldberg is not one of the world's best professional wrestlers. Come on.
Man. Pro wrestling.
You guys are crazy, man.
Pro wrestling fans, man. Gotta love them.
And I'm still at work, says Francis Loop with a $10 super chat to Collision. I have Andrade El Idolo versus Dalton Castle. Mike Santana versus Jay Lethal. Miro versus Takeshita. Buddy Matthews versus Preston Vance. Did Jack Perry even show up? What happened? Bro, I don't know what the fuck you watched, but your show sounds a lot better than what we got tonight. To be honest with you. Anyway, guys, we are now nearing 2.5 hours. I'm getting out of here because I am in the mood for a midnight snack. And I want to jump on Modern Warfare 3 and sweat my balls off for about an hour and then go to bed. It's going to be a long day tomorrow.
You sweat your balls off, dude. Matt A is going to be right there to lick that sweat up for you.
Well,
man.
whatever. Matt A, listen, I need a cheerleader when I play Modern Warfare 3. Man, it's fucking tough out there in the streets. You know?
Likes JD ball sweat. Put that shit in a bottle and sell it on OnlyFans, bro.
Whatever, man.
That's it. This is.
I wish half the fucking ladies felt that same way, man. I wouldn't be in the fucking predicament I am in now. Whatever.
That's it. I got this. JD's OnlyFans account. Okay, hold on.
Anyway, guys, fucking unbelievable, man. Jesus Christ. Follow me on social media at JDfromNY206, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Cameo. Make sure you guys, Clucky too. Make sure you guys follow Jesse at Chi-Town Smart. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for notifications. Make sure you guys go and check out all the other content on the channel. There'll be more coming tomorrow. Jesse and I will be live after Full Gear tomorrow night. And please hit that thumbs up. We got 840 likes. Can we get another 150 likes in the chat? The algorithm will love us if you do.
So will Matt A.
Matt A, yeah. You like Matt A and love me. And again, guys, hit that subscribe button down below and turn on that bell for notifications. Jesse and I will see you live tomorrow night after the 9-hour extravaganza Full Gear tomorrow night from the Kia Forum in Los Angeles. Right here on OTS. I'll see you guys later.